Holy hell. We are live here at the Tainted Glove and live from the ballpark. Aloha, tell us how it's going.
I can't hear a word you're saying.
How is it going? Oh, look at there. We got ourselves. Oh, we got to take this screen. We got to go straight Aloha. Oh, no. I just messed that up. How do we get that? How do we make it bigger? There it is. Are you happy? Is it baseball?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going for you? Oh, boy. We are live from the 108. Look at this. Everybody looks happy, cold, masked, up 4-0. It almost is like...
Out in lovely section 109.
109. See, I thought it was 8. Tell us how it is. Fill us in.
Bases are loaded. Eaton's up. Hopefully we get some more runs.
Looking good out there, though. Okay, we're gonna get those. We'll get those pop-ins. He'll just pop in here and there. We are live. Welcome to the Tainted Glove. That's how we are gonna open up this bad boy. This is your after party from the Pinwheels and Ivy podcast, and your pre-party for the From the 108 podcast. I'm not even sure if they're going live tonight, but we are going with it because why not? Mr. Hand is going to be popping in here and there, live from the ballpark, sitting in section. I thought it was 108, but he's in section 109. So right now the White Sox are up 4-0 here on a Thursday night, and things are cooking up for the White Sox. So, we're going to talk. We'll talk about the White Sox, obviously, but we got a couple special guests that are going to join me. Hopefully, some of these jabronis are going to be on here. We're going to have Luke Taylor, Brewhand Luke, our resident beer aficionado. We may even get Beer Garden Jim to join us. Don't call him Jimmy; he'll stab you. Maybe if Jimmy Vanicki will jump on. I know he's down in Florida, and I know it's a little bit late. It's 8:26, but Vanicki maybe could join us with a little bit of Malort. We could talk a little baseball. I've never gotten to have Jimmy on the show, so it'd be nice to have Jimmy on here a little bit. But, it's been a lot of stuff going on this week. So if you paid attention on the Pinwheels and Ivy podcast, we broke down the White Sox coming out of the gate a little bit rusty. We talked about the Cubs kind of grinding across a few runs, a few wins here and there. But, this is kind of the beautiful thing about baseball is that, we obviously we're here to talk baseball, but we'll talk about other stuff too. So Luke says he'll be on here in 10 minutes. So this is that Tainted Glove after party, we'll call it. But again, we taint in the front, we taint at the beginning. We taint at the start, we taint at the end. So this is kind of where we're sitting at. And again, we appreciate you guys tuning in. Again, Pete and I are normally here together. Pete is again 100% at the ball game. So we will have some live footage from him as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and tweet this out. But again, those of you guys that are here joining us, let's hear what you guys got to say here in the chat. If you guys got some smart ass things to say, it's great. Feel free to join us. But here I'm just kind of tweeting this thing out as we get into the middle parts of this game. It's the bottom of the 6th inning. White Sox are up 6-0 right now. They just got a couple other runs because it was Adam Eaton drove in a pair, it looks like. And Lance Lynn is still just carving 63 pitches over 6 innings pitched. That's what you want out of your starter. It looks like somebody got hit in the dick, apparently. An umpire did. So that is also a fun. So give me 1 second here. I'm going to tweet this out. I'm not going blank on you, but I'm trying to talk at the same time. And we can also talk about recovering. Oh, gosh, yes. Okay, here we go. So let's just drop a couple things. We're going to have recovering. We're going to have. No, please don't tell me we're going to have Jesus will join us. If Jesus wants to join us, Jesus saves. So we might have some additional friends here. Oh, no, I lost myself. Whoopsie daisy. That was not what I meant to do. So, I got really excited. All right, we're here to talk everything, though. We're here to talk, Cubs, Sox. We'll talk Bears. We'll talk pizza. We can talk some pizza. I see a picture right now on our little. Apparently, it's a Nick Madrigal haters group at this time. But it looks like Punky's or Phil's Pizza. Looks really good, delicious. And who is making this? Is that you, Sammy Davis? That is you, Sammy. Oh, Sammy Jr. 5,000, just dropping it. I'm sorry, I'm just doing the old. I don't have Aldo here to do the all the tweeting stuff, and I don't have Mr. Hand to. Here we go. All right. So yeah. So again, today the Cubs, took one and got the W today. White Sox are en route to a W, so we've got some good stuff coming along the way as well. So once we get these guys in here, again, I just tweeted it out, so I'm sure we have a few extra listeners here that'll join us. If not, I'm all by myself, and I'm alone. There's no one here but me, which is fine. I can talk to myself. I'm actually enjoying this talking to myself. So if you got a problem with that, well, we can just remind you that
cocaine is a hell of a drug.
It's true. That's not why we're here. Hey, 7 of you guys are here. So anyway, we're going to have Bruhan Luke out here in a second. We're watching these games as they unfold, but let's talk a little bit about what's going on in Chicago today. The Cubs got away with a W today against Pittsburgh on the road, their first road game of the season. So the Road Warriors went on and won a 4-2 game under Jake Arrieta's 6 innings pitched, and then followed by, of course, a fantastic bailout from Craig Kimbrell, who came in with the bases loaded and 1 out in the bottom of the 8th inning to strike out the next 2 hitters, and then, of course, collect the save in the bottom of the 9th inning. Cubs win 4-2, 11 hits. A lot of talk about the Cubs not hitting and swinging the bats, and kind of got made fun of earlier this morning about how the fact that the Cubs team average was lower than the National League average for pitchers hitting, so that kind of sucks. But the Cubs have now fixed that, so they're at least hitting 200 as a team, I think, maybe at this point. But the Cubs got the W. White Sox right now are sitting at a 6-0 lead in the bottom of the 6th inning. Lance Lynn is absolutely carving. He is at 63 pitches through 6 innings pitched in a night that the bullpen needs to rest. So you're getting a really good opportunity right now for the White Sox to not only take a W and the home opener to give the crowd a great thing. Again, Mr. Hand, Aloha Mr. Hand is there live. He's going to be popping in from here and there. I just got to make sure I'm watching the bottom of the screen. He can't hear a damn thing I'm saying. So he is obviously he's got that, they're masked up. It's cold. It looks warm. Honestly, the masks almost make it feel like it keeps your face kind of warm, but they're out there too. So you got Lance Lynn carving out there. You got Adam Eaton's driven in a pair of runs. You've got another, got a homer from Moncada. Mercedes, another couple hits and a homer. Dude's just hitting just everything. He's hitting everything in sight. And everyone's favorite pick of the night, Nick Williams, is 0 for the day, while Andrew Vaughn just kind of watches from the bench. But, join us in the chat if you guys want to post some stuff in the chat. That's totally fine. But, the things that we saw today out of the Cubs game has been great. But it's not just about the Cubs game. It's not just about the White Sox game. It's about Chicago sports in general, too. We can talk anything you guys want. So it's not just we're not just sitting here like, whatever. But I'm waiting for my boys. Luke is going to be here in a second. And once Luke gets here, I'm sure the shenanigans will continue. He also is a big fan of Punky Brewster, so that's kind of funny. So join us here. Stick around. We've got some updates. We'll be talking about this, but there's some things that also we want to talk about. If you are a sports fan, music fan, movie fan, these are things we can also talk about on this show. We're trying to keep this show as more of a lighthearted, like a hanging around the bar kind of thing. So cheers to you guys. I'm going to drink a little bit. I actually went with a champagne of beers tonight, because I know that everybody hates it. It was just one of those things where I was like at the gas station getting some gas, and I was like, hey, let's grab it. I had some Chicago dogs for lunch today. Really good. One of them looked like a toe, which was weird just because the end of the Frank was like pushed down a little bit, and then when they boiled it or whatever, it looked like a toe. So I ate like a hot dog, looked like a toe today. Maybe it was a toe. I don't know. I didn't feel any bones, but cheers to you guys. Again, let's talk about what you got to talk about. You want to talk about Godzilla versus King Kong? We'll talk about Godzilla versus King Kong. But whatever you guys want to talk about, obviously this is sports centric, but this is kind of more of we call this the refined gentleman's taint. And again, it's the tainted glove because we're tainting the front, we taint at the beginning, we taint at the end, we're right in the middle, and we lack the schmagma. So we're doing what we can. Again, with Pete out tonight, we're just kind of treading water a little bit. But Luke is coming on here in a second. He's going to talk some beer. And once we get Luke in here, we'll keep this thing going. I'm again love the fact that today the White Sox are out there in some cold weather, but it's typical, season opener kind of weather. I don't know how you guys feel out there right now, but it is never fun to play baseball in this type of weather. So you got to give it to these dudes out there. I don't know how many of these players are dressed like ninjas per se, but Mr. Mailman Jack says hello, by the way. Mailman Jack is on his way back home from Wisconsin. So maybe he's listening, but he's not not able to join us right now. But we are looking for, after this Abreu at bat, we're going to get ourselves a little Luke Taylor. Where's my boy Jeez, we need Jesus. We need the straw. We need the straw. And so we're going to get him to join us too. I don't think we've ever had him on. I think Vanicki needs to join us too. I mean, what do you guys think? So Jimmy Vanicki, you guys should at Jimmy Vanicki. Hey, Beer Garden Jim, you going to join us? Are you watching? Let's go. Beer Garden Jim. You know what? I'm just going to drop it right in here. These turkeys. Let's go. Boom. Boom. I get to be the bouncer. Like every time they pop in this window, by the way, I'm going to be like, hey, you were on the list. It's like Studio 54. You're on the list. You're on the list. You're not on the list, bro. Sorry. But anyhow, so let's talk a little bit about the Cubs today. You know what? Let's not talk about the Cubs. Let's not talk about the White Sox. You know what we should really talk about? King Kong versus Godzilla. Godzilla versus King Kong. Did you guys see it? And did you guys see the gross revenue that it brought in at the box office? Well, if you were paying attention this weekend, it brought in the highest post-COVID box office there is. So you've got Godzilla, you got King Kong saving Hollywood, some of the original Hollywood monsters saving the Hollywood. And if you guys saw it, I'm curious what you guys thought about it. A lot of people liked it. A lot of people didn't like it. I see some interesting people that were like, it didn't match the science, but I'm like, it's a giant lizard fighting a giant gorilla. I don't know what you want. It turns out that the previous Monster Zero from the previous film, the King Kong versus King of the Monsters, was an alien. I didn't know that. Alien. So Alien. And then if you watch the new Kong, it actually makes a little more sense in a weird thing. So anyway, that's me talking at the bar, but we're waiting for this Abreu at bat to end. I feel like it's pretty close to being over. We're waiting on Luke, but I also invited a couple of these other Yahoos in here to join us because they are goofballs. And it'll definitely be better than me just sitting here talking to myself. These guys are some good dudes, but again, this is the Tainted Glove midway, kind of the after party and the pre-party for the after party for the Pinwheels and Ivy pod and the pre-party for the 108 broadcast. So if you're going to stick around, but this is some good stuff. We are brought to you by PointsBet. So if you are on PointsBet and you are going to go make a bet, please make sure that you throw in their Pinwheels pod. I think it is, or what is our, I always forget what it is now at this point. Make sure you throw on, let's see here. I think it's just Pinwheels actually. My bad. So if you're doing a little PointsBet, throw the keyword Pinwheels. If you have to go register in person, which is now a new thing, yell Pinwheels at the person that's actually signing you up, because the promo code Pinwheels will get you some pretty cool free bets. And again, it's one of our sponsors here for the show here today. So here we go. Oh, we've got Jordan Miller coming up. Here we go. There he is. He was upset earlier today about the White Sox lineup, and he looks a little bit calmer now that they're up 6-0. You look almost like you're stoically blissful right now. How you doing, Jordan?
I'm good.
What do you think about tonight? Everything going as planned? Besides Nick Williams going 0-3?
Nick Williams?
Is it Nick Williams? Wait, did I say it right? Nate Williams? Wait, what is it?
I got Yon up.
No, I'm just saying he's 0 for the day.
Yeah, that's why Vaughn should be playing left field.
It's true. I mean, but today he got to sit a little bit. He got to see it. You know what he got to see? He got to see 6 runs scored via the long ball, right? I mean, so I didn't get to see Eaton's hit. So what did Eaton do with his? What was
I've been telling everyone. The secret to great team.
where did
It was like a single.
just a regular just base single?
Yeah.
All right. So
That's
6
just 2-run
nothing.
single. Right, 2-run single.
2-run single, right? He drove in a pair, right? Yeah. And if you look at the win probability, the White Sox are now at 98.6 chance to win. So that's kind of fun. So they're looking good right now. If you're in-game betting right now on PointsBet, take the points, take the minus odds and just lay it heavy.
Yeah, I put some on the money line today.
Did you go? So just straight up, what are they going to win by 2, right? With yours, or was yours?
I didn't do the spread.
Oh, you didn't know, just straight. Just you took the. Did you get like minus?
I always do that.
Oh. Okay, watch out! This guy's coming in here. Watch it. Oh, geez, oh Pete, look at that. He's got his Burger World headphones on. He's ready to take your order. Wait, this is not going to work. Oh, there we go. I think that's a little bit. There we go. Yeah, Luke's pouring a beer now. So now we're getting the band back together now. As I treaded water for a little bit. Lou, Jordan, I'm drinking the champagne beer, so you guys have better beer than me. But
Nice.
It's got a sour beer.
I've got a Beer Garden Jim specialty here. He's the one that told me about this Riverlands Brewing Company.
Ooh,
So
cream steak.
I've been looking around for it for quite a while now, and I found a liquor store like 15 minutes from me. So there's a Binny's by me, and this place is like 5 minutes past the Binny's that I go to. And I was like, oh my god, it's a liquor store, it's got a tap room in the back, and it's got all the beers that you can't even get at a Binny's. Like, holy shit. So now I'm fucking hooked.
And now we got a special guest. We got Buzz from On Tap Sports.
Hey, Fidds, how was vacation, bro?
Oh man, I got sunburned on my feet, which is weird, man.
Well, you look good. You look good.
girlfriend-
You look refreshed.
Appreciate it. My girlfriend thinks there's a lizard running around our house. I'm like, no, baby, that's from my feet. I actually pulled off like one of those scales where you're like, dear God, what is this thing? But
no bueno.
Sorry, I just switching screens.
oh yeah, you're good. And so yeah, we're just chilling, talking. You guys are happy though. I mean, I'm again the lone Cub fan in this little quad fun, and you guys are sitting at a 6-0 lead right now in the top of the 7th. You've gotten to see pretty much all you needed out of your big boys.
Oh yeah, no, it's been great. Sox look good. Lance Lynn looks good. Wish we'd have capitalized a couple more times with leaving runners on base, but hey, we're doing all right. Lance Lynn, great game. I forgot. I thought for a minute maybe not a perfect game, but I was hoping no hitter there. But that shift they put on, it was Santana, I think.
Yeah,
and they put the
had to
shift
move
on
his
him.
back somewhere to cover the bag too. He's like, if there was a cheeseburger there, Zoe said, he's like, if there was a cheeseburger there,
yeah,
he still gets the out.
I was a little confused by that play. I thought maybe Lynn thought Madrigal was going to get it, maybe, and then like a Brig was basically blocking him. I thought why wasn't that Madrigal's ball? But now I see why Lynn would maybe have to cover first, but no way he was getting there.
I'm like having a severe case of the fucking ADHD right now because like I'm just like moving my head all around. If you can see this shit.
Yeah, like the whole, you've got the game center up. That's like me in
there
the
you
sports
go.
book right now.
Like, dude, I'm having so much fun. I took the Chicago parlay tonight, boys. Besides the Cubs, I'm sorry, Kev, I did not bet on them.
That's just money lost, right?
I know it sucked, and I should have, but I didn't. But I picked the Hawks to win, the Sox to win, and the Bulls to win here. So Bulls are kicking some ass over here. Sox are kicking some ass. Hawks are down right now, but I'm hoping they can pull this shit off. As I drink more beers, they usually get better. So
that's usually how everything is, really.
Yeah, agreed. I was in your favorite place for a couple days, Fidz. I was in St. Louis.
Oh god! So you slept well, I'm sure, because it's.
Yeah, I actually
you didn't go to the loading zone, did you?
But no, Ballpark Village is pretty cool, though. Have you ever been there?
I have. I've never gone to a game. I judge Busch, but I've never actually gone to a game at Busch. Yeah, so
I wasn't at a game. I just walked around, and
so it's kind of like probably Petco where they have like the area outside.
Yeah,
there's
like restaurants everywhere, and then you could like walk right up to this. Like they had it all gated off, but you could like. I'll text you the pictures, but it was cool. Like you walk right up to the stadium and like look in there and shit. It was pretty cool, man. I thought it was pretty neat. But yeah, like when we drove down there was no cars on the street at all. Like just they're like, oh, it's kind of busy. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? There's no one here.
That's busy though.
Yeah.
Last time I was in St. Louis was a blizzard. No shit. That was when my dad was having his prostate cancer surgery. So
oh shit.
Again, I think I told you guys that maybe on the Zoom. I told you guys the story where like. The doctor came out and was like, hey, congratulations. It was a successful surgery. We managed, nothing spread. We scooped everything out. He's going to do some hormonal treatment and he'll be good. And so I went off to celebrate and I went down to the Applebee's, which was part of the St. Louis University, or not St. Louis. Is it, what the heck? It's like Washington University or something like that or whatever.
Yeah,
WashU. And so they had like an Applebee's, but it was closed. So I'm like, I'm just going to, I'm going to walk through this. I'm going to go do some shots. I need to celebrate. My dad is going to get a good prognosis. And I go into this bar. And it was the first bar I saw. I pop in there. I start talking to the bartender. I order a shot. I got my little notepad with me. I always carry my notepad where I like write stuff down or whatever. And just kind of like when I feel like I need to write, I got to write. And, we're in there, we're talking and I'm hanging out. And I'm like, it's a blizzard. So you figure the bar's dead, right? Because people aren't going to go out drinking in a blizzard. And it was just, again, it was across the street from the hotel right there, kitty corner. And so it was the only place that was open. And I'm talking to the bartender. Everything's fine. They had a really cool get up. And all of a sudden I start noticing, I'm like, hey, where are the ladies at? Like, I don't see any ladies here. Like, this is kind of strange. Now they had this big old, those TV sets where like they put like 8 TVs together or 9 TVs, and it forms one big picture, like the Zoo TV thing.
Yeah, I know what you're
Like,
talking
okay, there's a Zoo TV thing in here. I'm like, all these dudes are well dressed. I'm like, bartender. I'm like, what's the name of this bar? And he goes, the Loading Zone. And without hesitation, I'm like, wait, like deliveries in the rear? And he's like, got it. I'm like, oh. I'm like, okay, well, shots. And I actually bought a pack of cigarettes that night. I don't know why I was thinking. That's how where I was at that point. And I ended up hanging out in there, but I was like, my entire experience in St. Louis, the most fun I had was inadvertently walking into a gay bar and finding out that was like the least boring part of St. Louis there is, and most Cardinal fans probably don't like that bar. So sorry, based on but it was a fun experience, man. I mean, but yeah, no, St. Louis is, other than that, there was literally nothing to do. They have the place called The Hill, great Italian food. Like if you go to The Hill, it's like the old like little, it's got their version of Little Italy. But other than that, it's like a fish fry at Chili's on a Friday night. That's
they have a couple good Mexican restaurants down there that I got to experience. Like I had I can't remember the name of it, but it was in the city, and they had like the best lengua taco I've ever had in my life, and like that was pretty sweet. But other than that, yeah, there's not like a ton of. It didn't seem like there was a ton of shit to do, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it was just kind of, you got your little shopping here and there, and then there's Busch Stadium and Busch Gardens or whatever they call it, and that was about it. But it was, my company is actually. Oh, got a bitch. My bad. That's
the name of the company. That's a fantastic business name.
Yeah.
What's their website?
Yeah, it's gotembitch.com. But yeah, my good buddy who he's the one who hired me. We became really good friends. He's a huge sports nut, but he was telling me how cool St. Louis is, and it is. Everything does look pretty cool down there. But I was like, dude, Chicago is like 10 times more fucking crazy. But, like nothing going on here at all. But it was super dope though. It's a good setup.
We've officially become Randy Savage at WrestleMania 3. We have gone intercontinental. We have Jimmy Vinicki now from Florida. Our Malort Godfather now joining us too. So what's up, Jimmy?
Welcome, hey, what's going on, everybody?
This is our first live conversation. Other than like
it's all been tweet.
tweet.
First time.
By the way, have you guys all recovered from the 108 tournament? Because like I was exhausted. Like I never had an online thing that made me tired.
I think after Summer George won, and the next morning I said to myself, like, even though like I got eliminated in the first round, I was still like following along so damn much on my phone. I was like, after that was over, I was like, oh, thank God that's over. I'm so glad it's over. Like even just like voting and following along with the content, that was like exhausting.
It's insane. I learned that last year, and I felt like I ran a marathon after the second round. It was just the constant pressure of thinking of stuff to put out and content and staying on top of it and working for votes, and it's nuts.
And you dropped that Queens Boulevard. That Queens Boulevard video was absolutely fantastic.
That was awesome.
Thanks, man.
That was
the weird things that keep me up at night.
All the stuff that I did and I filmed, like I did like 2 or 3 things per day the week building up to it, and then after all of it, I was like walking around the house. I'm like, why am I so damn sore? I haven't run all week. I haven't worked out all week. Why is my body so beat up? And I'm like, oh yeah, I did a lot of dumb stuff with Papa Shots and reenacting Chicago sports plays. That's why my body's destroyed. And
you might have won that thing had you flown through your wall behind the futon.
Yeah, that's true. Like if you'd have actually gone through the drywall, that's like extra points for sure.
Darren messaged me and he said he was concerned that my head was going to go through the drywall and that I wasn't going to make it.
I was gonna be worried, and then I saw the first jump shot, and I'm like, yeah, don't worry, he probably can't jump it high enough to hit his head in the ceiling. So I felt like your ceiling was actually pretty safe.
No, it's clear.
Some good stuff.
Damn it! Drop, motherfucker! I'm sorry.
Well, you're giving us like the full play-by-play. So
yeah, they were all making fun of me in the Zoom when you were on vacation because I was like loaded one night doing play-by-play. I was ahead of everybody.
It was really good.
Hey, you guys got Lance Lynn, 77 pitches, 8 Ks, 3 hits, no runs through 7. He could finish this game. He could.
I put earlier on Twitter that he was going to have a complete game shutout today, and did I have any inkling that would happen? No, but I would like to take full credit for it if it does happen, and call myself Buzzardamus. So that's
as you should.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Buzzardamus.
Thank you,
I'll take it too.
Jordan. You yelled at me earlier. Luke had to come to my defense.
I did not yell at you.
You hurt my feelings. What did you?
I forgot what I said now at this point.
We also have to be careful what we bring out of that DM and that thread.
It was something
I
about.
forgot what I said that you thought I was yelling at you now.
I think it was Nick Williams. It was
Nick Williams. Yeah. Steve got mad at me too because I go, hey, NWI Steve. I was like, hey, who would you rather have in left field right now, Nick Williams or Yasiel Puig? And he just put, damn it, Buzz, shut up.
I thought Luis Gonzalez was going to be up just like Steve thought, but I totally forgot about Nick Williams.
I just kept putting all over Twitter. He hit 300 in spring training.
What do you play? 5 games?
He had 12 at bats, guy.
Rest my case. That sounds like 5 games.
I miss Billy Hamilton. I really do.
Oh, you're struggling. I mentioned that today. Like I feel like you're like that Wolverine picture of him looking at the photo on his bed.
That's exactly how
Billy Hamilton. Like just.
I mean, at least I still got Moncada. Like my actual real favorite White Sox player is Moncada, but like Billy Williams, like with his speed and being a track coach, I just love speed in all sports all the time. So like when the Sox got him, I'm like, this is the fastest player in baseball. This is incredible. He's going to get on base. If he doesn't get on base, he's going to pitch run. He's going to pinch run, and it's going to just fuck with the pitcher every time he's on base. And what do you know? He's making an impact when he's on base. So
what's going to happen when the Sox trade James Beard for something?
James Beard.
He's got like 80 grade speed. He was drafted last year.
Last
Wait,
year.
the White Sox have a guy named James Beard. Like isn't like the chef?
2019
draft.
Has 80 grade speed.
That's awesome. All I think about when
He's
I
an
see
80 on
I
the
hear the word
speed?
James Beard is like the James Beard.
He's
word.
got
It's like
80
the chef
80
word.
on the scale for speed. He can't hit, but you know.
where is he starting at this year?
So he's Billy Hamilton.
He's basically. I think he might be in Kannapolis a little bit if he gets there.
Okay, so
I think he was
he's
basically 18 years old when they took him.
okay. So put him in any trade and just say he's fast. You'll like him because he's fast, and somebody will bite.
I think he's like 27th on their prospect list right now. If you look at the pipeline list or something like that.
Yeah, that's what teams want. They want these mid-tier younger kids. They don't want like Madrigal or Vaughn. They they want to tank and build for the future.
Well, obviously, these teams don't want Vaughn because he's on the bench today because he's not a part of the core.
I'm doing a bladder drop. Be right back.
All right. That's what I just thought was so funny, Taylor. So much shit surrounding all of that. And I just decided to embrace Nick Williams. He's up to bat right now. We got a 2-1 count, boys. Bottom of the 7th inning here. He looks fucking focused.
Oh, look
This
at
is
that!
my first time ever seeing this guy.
Yeah, I was right. Beard 27, right on the money.
He's wearing a crazy gold chain that spells something out, and he's also wearing Ray Durham's number. So
I think that says Luke.
I thought it said R.I.P. Eloy.
Oh, I thought it said Billy, like it was a tribute to Billy Hamilton.
Only you, Luke.
Oh, like a Brayus red gloves. He's fucking wearing a chain that says Billy.
Both in his back pocket still.
Hey, he took a walk by.
Yeah, both.
Oh, wait.
Will he get hit?
Look
So
at
by the way,
this guy.
Nick Madrical's hitting 261. He scored 2 runs tonight. Has a walk.
Oh, he hit the foot.
Yeah, his foot.
Probably
Yeah,
should cut
I
Nick
saw
Madrigal.
the pitch.
Did you guys see when Madrigal had that? He put that little duck snort out there and the infield hit, and he looked pissed when he hit the first base. Anyone know what that was all about?
That's called him
he's-
reacting because you know how some guys like to pat themselves on the shoulder when they get bloop singles and like they think they're cool. He's a guy that's like, I got away with one. Damn it, I just missed it. Like he understands like he got away with it. Some guys like there's fool's gold players, guys that are like, oh, I dropped one in like that at SBC should have been caught, and then they're like, you're like, dude, shut up, that ball should have been caught. And then you have guys that like they hit a little nibble, like a little nubber, and they get on first and like, son of a bitch, I missed that. And that's you like to see that out of a player. Actually, that's a guy that actually knows that he got lucky in the whole world of baseball over 162 games. Those little duck farts, like here and there, they all even out, of course, like a little ground ball with eyes. But he knows he didn't get a good swing on it, so he's disappointed. I like that he's not happy. He should be happy.
Good.
I thought that KFidds is probably 100% right on his statement that he just made there. My opinion that he was so mad was that he fucking used all of his might, and that's how far the ball went.
That's what I was thinking.
It came out of my shoes, and that ball went 4 feet. God,
I thought I let's crush that thing, and it only went that far. I was almost out.
Like he thought that like that. What he just did right now. I mean, it's fucking Nick Madrigal, man. He just.
Let me look.
It looks like he gets all that shit. See, he's mad now. He's like, man, I thought I crushed that shit. But fucking didn't even leave the infield.
it's that dude that's in your beer league softball team that like pimps a home run and it's caught by the shortstop.
Yeah.
Did you guys see this guy behind the scout seats that's wearing a clown wig?
No, I did not. I've not been paying attention.
John 316 sign?
No, he's got like a rainbow clown wig right in the front row behind the scout seats, all the way to the left. I'm wondering now if that's his designated pod. Is he going to wear a different outfit every game or a different wig every game? Is he going to be like the new Eminem man?
Is that a like a podcast? That's a podcaster?
Did you see there was an Eminem man that was cut out? Like
Somebody said that.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, I didn't see it, but I heard that there's an Eminem man cut out there.
Yeah, there's a cut. Oh, I don't get it. I don't understand the obsession with that guy.
He's the Eminem guy. He owns Windy City Limousine, and he's just.
I would just be really upset if he didn't have M&Ms every time I went up to him.
Do you think he ever freaks out before a game if he like misplaces the jacket and he's like,
yeah.
I cannot go because I can't find it and it's in laundry?
Oh, that's better. There we go.
That's actually his second M&M jacket. I don't know if I've been paying attention to him for a while now because my dad always would, when we're watching games, he would always say, look at this guy behind the home plate. Look at this guy above the dugout. So, like, I've watched him, and then there was one game. I'm like, Dad, is that a new jacket? He goes, oh, yeah, that's a new jacket. I saw that, like, 4 innings ago. I'm like –
So this is Eminem, like the candy, right? Like, this is like some guy that rolls up with, like, mom
jacket.
spaghetti on his, like, T-shirt because it's –
he wears, like,
like
is it Kyle Busch?
Yeah, Kyle Busch.
So
Yeah,
it's a Kyle Busch Racing Team M&M, like, winter jacket, and he wears it in the dead heat of the summer every single game.
He's trying to cut weight.
It's like
He's got the garbage bag
Guerrilla
on
marketing.
he's gone to games. Like he's gone to games with who's the famous person behind home plate for the Cubs? The pink hat guy?
Oh yeah. He passed away. I think he passed.
Did he really?
I think he passed away.
No.
Did he pass away? Pink hat guy? I feel like pink hat guy passed away. I feel like.
Oh boy.
Maybe not.
R.I.P. Pink Hat Guy.
Yeah, so
guy.
he would go to games. They would go to games together, like Cubs Sox games together. And then I think there was one time it was like a super power group with like Pink Hat guy, Eminem guy, and Marlins man all behind home plate in one game.
Yeah.
Yes. Pink hat.
And it was
Pink
like
hat guy passed away. Looks like no wait. Oh no, he's alive and well.
Hey!
Sorry, I saw an initial tweet that said, "My heart is heavy tonight. My condolences to the Annexer family who all love Mr. Annexer. I grew up with his son, not on social media. He was a pink hat guy, and then the family's like, "Yo, Grandpa says shut up. I'll be there when it's safe for full capacity, based on doctor's orders. Whoever is spreading it, shut up. So I will shut the fuck up."
Oh, so this was recent that you saw this tweet. I thought you were looking up something from like 2 years
This
ago.
is April 6th. This is 2 days ago.
My God.
Yeah, that's why I was like, "Oh my god!" Like it's again, look how that spreads so fast. Like when people spread rumors that Nick Madrigal can't hit, it's like,
oh, sit down, boy. It's so good. It's so fucking good right now.
He's got top of the 8th. He's got 2 more. He's got 6 more bullets. Got a CG. Aldo called it on the podcast. He's got what? He's at 80 pitches, 81 pitches. Ooh, and he got an out. First pitch out too. That's huge. Or is that first pitch out? No, that was a 1-2 out. It's a strikeout. Yeah, another K.
Got him, boy.
I'm so
Dude, the fact that he has 9 Ks and only 81 pitches is incredible.
This is we're on a official Maddox alert here, right?
What was the official game time? Started at what time?
5:20.
5:20.
So
I thought the Maddox was just under 100 pitches and oh no, he didn't. He gave up a run.
Those games, by the way, those Maddox games where he threw like 77 pitches were like literally like 2 hours and 5-minute games. That's the huge difference with those. I mean, obviously you got no DH.
Like a Mark Burley.
Yeah, that's fun to watch. I didn't hate yesterday. I didn't hate the Cubs. Like I didn't hate the pitchers duel yesterday in the Cubs game. I know the Cubs were hitting like shit, but that was fun to watch. I mean Hendricks was not great, but again, when you have a pitchers that's just going at it, it's fun. I enjoy that. I know a lot of people like offense, but I'd rather watch like a really good, well pitched game. I enjoy it. That little chess match inside.
I was watching the Mets and the Marlins earlier. That was a pretty good pitching matchup for the first couple innings.
Terrible.
For the first few innings, a good pitching matchup. Walker looked really good, dude.
I was just thinking about the ending.
The ending.
That was
the ending. Yeah, the ending wasn't good at all.
Over the plate, man.
That camera was to the right, over the right shoulder of the pitcher too. So like if you, again, like we said on the podcast earlier too, if you just twist the camera and make it a straight up angle, the elbow doesn't get further out of the zone. The elbow gets further into the zone the more you move to the right on that right elbow. So his arm might have been 8 to 9 inches over the plate. And the umpire was about to ring him up. Again, obviously, the carom might have pushed the ball down a little bit, but it looks like it touched barely pad. Like it wasn't a redirect at all. It's a hell of a way to lose a game. Hell of a way to lose a game.
Did you see the ump came out and basically said, I messed up?
Oh, did he? He came out and said he messed up. Well, hey, I can respect that. That's an umpire.
I saw a tweet. I don't remember who it was from, so there's always that caveat. It could be false, but I did see he came out and said I messed that call up. He should have been out. So maybe I should probably verify.
That's, you know what? I would appreciate if umpires did that more often. I mean,
it'd be a lot more respectable.
The lack of accountability with them, because they are so bullheaded. Like I remember being in college. Bruce Framing's umpiring school was in our back, like the back of our dorms where we stayed for our baseball trips to Florida. And it was like watching Kung Fu movie. Hundreds of umpires in the back on the field going, like working on like everything. And so they were the umpires for the tournament we played in. And they literally were like to the point, like Framing taught them, if the catcher can't handle the ball, if he can't squeeze and keep it, so catcher just clanks one, even if it's a strike, it's still a ball. I'm like, that's so as a pitcher that really sucked it, because our catcher sometimes clanked the ball a little bit, but that's what those guys do. There's some ego there. And so to hear like an umpire actually, like, because I think that it's kind of like, I know it sounds like, I don't know if it's a good comparison, but like the police officers union, they will stick together. They are thick as thieves. Like even the worst of them is the best of them in that sense, defense wise. And I think umpires are like, God dang it, Angel Hernandez. Like I gotta go out there and like pretend like I actually give a shit about like that you suck. You're like a terrible ump. Figure it out, like, or whatever. But that just sucks. Like, but that's good to hear the guy that actually came out and did. And there's Mailman Jack coming back from Wisconsin.
Very nice. Hi. I just dropped the link in the chat. And he came out and said the guy was hit by the pitch in the strike zone. I should have called him out.
Well, that's good for him then, dude. I respect that more. Because it is. If it's a strike, because he was ready to ring him. Like, if it's a strike, it's a strike. If your elbow's in the strike zone, your elbow's in the strike zone. Get the hell out. Like, that's your fault. I told the guys earlier, I swung and missed and got hit in the back of the shoulder on a pitch in college. Knuckleballer. So it was a windy day. But I literally got hit in the back of the shoulder. So not only did I swing and miss, but the ball that would have been getting away from the catcher hit me, which means after the swing, I'm literally tagged out. I was done.
Like, well, at least it wasn't like a 97-mile-per-hour fastball.
No, it was worse. It was like a 67-mile-an-hour one, and I got made fun of so bad.
Well, your shoulder thanks you.
Yeah. Like right here, like too. I didn't even get a bruise. That was the funny part. And someone's like, "Your velocity was down." My next pitching outing, like, your velocity's down. I'm like, okay. It's like, is it because you got hit? I go, by a 67-mile-an-hour knuckleball? No. I'm like, it's down because I drank a little too much last night. So we're just kidding. Never on pregame night.
Man, fuck you, Whit Merrifield.
He's good though, but he's always good early.
Whit's probably one of my favorite players in the league that doesn't play for the White Sox. He's that good.
You know, like how I told you, like, I don't know if I ever told you this, but I don't play, like, fantasy sports anymore because, like, I refuse to draft anybody in my division if you're not on my team. So, like, Whit Merrifield could be the second coming, and I would still think he's a piece of shit. Not as a person, but as a baseball player, because I just don't like you because you hurt me. So just, it's my mindset.
Hey, total breaking news. This is from Sean, by the way, in the chat. Multiple suspicious baseballs from Dodgers Trevor Bauer sent to Major League Baseball for inspection.
They say it made us be a test though, but
That's true.
it's Howard.
But why are they
And it's
testing
probably
it
like
on
they're
Bauer?
using a high-profile guy to like showcase their toughness.
Or hasn't he like publicly hinted at that shit before?
Yeah,
I mean, he's
let's be honest, everyone's doing it. Everyone's
yeah.
doing it.
That's what everyone's doing it. You know, what I mean, it's kind of.
If you take away the tar, then they're going to rub their arms and they're going to take the sweat off their arms. Like it's
Everybody's doing it. Get in the car, Frank.
it's the end of that's how the end of what is it? A Bronx Tale should have ended. Colagino should have just blown up in the car.
Great movie.
Would have been spared the rest of the sadness that has become his career since.
Phenomenal movie.
Great movie, great flick. Did you know that's a Broadway play? That was actually a Broadway play, and that Chaz Palminteri wrote that about his own
I
childhood.
never saw the play.
But they did a stage play version of it here too. But it was he wrote that as a like that. Basically, Colagino is Chaz Palminteri. So like he's that some of those stories are, which is cool. Like you think about it, you're like, wow, because didn't he write what is it the singing group oh god, it also became like a Broadway musical. God, what is it called? Their soundtracks featured in like most of A Bronx Tale too. Oh, now it's gonna bother me. Chaz Palminteri. Colagino. Yeah, yeah, that's him from the Bronx. Okay, that's not what I was looking for. I'm looking for the other one that he did. Oh, it's gonna bother me.
Yo, the Bulls are about to go up 20 right now. I mean, this is just fucking love, bro. Like, this is like the night, like, you know, if I got struck by lightning, I'd be all right with it. Like, both my teams are just whipping major ass right now.
But hey, if Pete jumps in, he's gonna just fill us in what's going on in the ballpark. He can't hear a damn thing.
Oh no, he's yeah.
He tried. He's like, Jersey boys. Thank you, Jack. Jersey boys. Yeah, Chaz Palminteri. I don't know if you guys. So this is a movie that came. So back in the day, Vegas had a film festival called Cine Vegas, and there was this flick that came out called Pool Hall Junkies, and it was like obviously it was some dude made it, but he had Chaz Palminteri in it and Christopher Walken. You throw Christopher Walken in any movie, done. I'm in. And
Christopher, he's the guy from Joe Dirt, right?
Yeah. He's the guy. Hey, I held this watch on my ass.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Yeah. He's. If you've never seen Seven Psychopaths, you've missed out on one of the best films I've ever seen.
I'm not a big movie guy, to be honest with you. I never watched a lot of movies. I don't know why.
It was baseball and movies for me. Like that.
Yeah, I've got like it was like Bulls, Bears, Sox. Never hockey, really. Not because like my dad didn't like it, just because it wasn't on TV here.
That's why I get shit on that for the Golden Knights stuff. By the way. I was never a Blackhawks fan. I just didn't have enough time. It was baseball, basketball, football.
Yeah, it was. They weren't on TV. I was in like growing up.
Vision.
So
CSTV, wasn't it?
Yeah, that. Then it was Comcast Sportsnet.
Yeah.
And then it was Fox Sports for a little bit because I remember I would watch the shows on there with the best damn sports show. Period. Y'all remember that?
Oh yeah, love that show.
Yeah, it was a good one. You know, I mean there was a bunch of cool shit, but it was always like
Sally made himself like a household name for a second on that show.
Oh yeah, he was funny as fuck.
CLTV. Sorry, Chicagoland's TV. Yep, there you go. God, Yumper, my man. This is like
I was on that show.
That was Channel 32. I remember it was Channel 32. Am I not going crazy? It was Channel 32 with CLTV. They had like the sportscasters from the Sun-Times. They all smoke cigars and talk about sports.
I remember going on that, and I was like so nervous. And then like I went on CLTV, and like I remember Zoe was actually on it. I was like texting Zoe. I was like, dude, I don't know. And he's like, oh, it'll all be good. Like I went through like what other people had worn, and everybody's like wearing really nice shit. And I walked in there on a fucking flannel and a flat brim, just like, yo.
I remember that.
What it do, baby? I didn't know what to do, man. Like, I don't know how to be anybody other than me. So I can't dress up because I look like a moron. I don't clean up real good. So, you know, but that was CLTV was pretty dope. I love that.
They did good. They actually back in the day they did really good prep coverage, prep football especially, prep basketball. Because again, they were associated, I think, with the Sun Times. I think at the time, and so at least when I was in high school, I know that like you would turn. It was called like the sports. Was it the sports cat? Like the sports reporters or sports right? Like it was like a show where like it was like a bunch of old dudes sitting in a circle, talking sports and smoking stogies.
Oh,
and they were.
Sounds
You know what I'm
wonderful.
talking about, Luke? Don't you?
I know the show because they always had commercials for it too.
Yep.
With the trailer, like
It was terrible production value. It was legitimately like a one camera angle and then like
it was like
a
three or
two-shot.
four. It was like 3 or 4 sports writers, and it was like their answer to the ESPN Sunday morning sports writer talk show.
But it was at night and they smoked stogies and shit. Like they were
Yeah,
like,
and
edgy.
who was on it? That's
Oh, what's his name? I know that he's no longer with us in Chicago. Mariotti, I think, was on there a ton.
Jay Mariotti, yeah.
Yeah, Mariotti was on there a ton. And then it was again some of those older '90s, those older like I would say like '90s, mid '90s like journalists. Which some of you guys are obviously a little bit, I feel like old balls, but you're a little bit younger for that. You guys were probably not. You guys were Power Rangers based on our DMs. That's probably what you were watching at the time.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
You were reading these complicated articles that used like 7 words per sentence.
91, baby, bro.
91.
You were born in '91.
Yeah.
Oh my
Goodness.
God! Yesterday's birthday makes me feel older today now. God bless it. 91 was my freshman year of high school. I was like,
all right, I think I got it.
stuff in the
I think I
locker.
got it. Was it the sports writers on TV
Yeah. And like,
What a
was
great
it?
name.
with Rick Pellender, Jim O'Donnell, and that's all I got.
It's like the worst Googleable name ever. I mean, it didn't exist then, but what's this show? The sports writers on TV, and it's just everything.
It's like you watched the show and it smelled like locker room old guys getting out of a schwitz. Like you almost felt like they were schwitzing while they were talking.
So the ESPN version of it was literally called The Sports Reporters. It was every Sunday morning, and it was Dick Schaap, John Saunders, Mike Lupica, and Gary Thorne.
I will go out here and say this: Dick Schaap is my favorite sports journalist of all time. Like
That's a Hall of Fame name too.
Jeremy Schaap, Jeremy Schaap, ESPN. Like no, Jeremy.
His kid was
Dick is the. I mean, Jeremy's okay, but Dick, like, legitimately, if you, I mean, I like Dick. He has a couple books that he's written about his career too. But the dude is that guy. He's like Forrest Gump. He was always in the right place at the right time, or he was that observant in the right places to put himself in the right place at the right time. Some of the stories, like with Ali Frazier, or when he's talking about like he has, the steakhouse there in New York where there was like 4 tables and he had one table that was his table because he just would go sit there and he was always good to
Another
people.
Mendick.
You got another hit?
Yeah, it's like 3 hits for today.
Ooh.
Broken bat.
We're getting
Dick
dancing for dubs today, guys.
Dick Schaap's a good. He's got a couple good books. If you want to read, like, if you can read a Dick Schaap like autobiography, he's written 2 or 3, I think. Actually, I was going to show that on the podcast today. I've been reading the Augie Garrido book again, Life Is Yours, or Life is Yours to Win, or whatever. I don't know if you guys know who Augie Garrido is. He's the former head coach. He passed away a couple years ago from UT. But it's him talking about how he breaks everything down as a coach, which is, again, if you want to like get into the mindset of somebody that's trying to develop young talent, and you're looking at like a Tony La Russa, wondering how he
it's got doubled off.
Oops.
but how you would treat like young talent. Hearing like Augie too with college kids is, again, he knows when to push buttons and know when to let the kids kind of like flutter a little bit. And I think, again, you guys, I know you were upset, Jordan. I know you were really, really upset about the Devon stuff today, but I think that it's going to work out. And you don't want to do results-based analysis because that's always a bad idea. But I think that he felt this was a good day to let him sit. Although you could look at it and say that he also wasted a chance for him to get like some confidence. If you look at the results, if you look at where Vaughn was at his last plate appearance, you might say, "Hey, okay," because he's going to go out and eat tomorrow or Saturday.
I mean, I get it now.
Tomorrow. They're off tomorrow. That's why.
He was put in a weird spot with when Beloy went down and Engel went down. So, I think if none of that stuff happened, he'd just be DH and you wouldn't even hear about Yerman. So it's just like
if it weren't for Eloy getting injured, there would be no Yermin Mercedes at all.
That's crazy to think about that butterfly effect right there.
And I've always been a fan of Yerman, even last spring. Like, I always loved that guy. Like I wanted him to get this opportunity, so I'm very happy for him. The way they went off about the offseason stay, we didn't spend on DH because of this. And they touted Vaughn to death, and that's kind of where I got upset because, I thought, obviously my thought still was, yeah, you could have basically had him start in Schaumburg, but not. I mean, I thought over setting him down now would be really stupid, but maybe starting him there and then bringing him up might have been better, but because he didn't have much at bats for him. But they didn't expect Yerman to hit like this, so I don't blame them. So
it's weird how like the game itself creates these new stories. That's what makes baseball beautiful. I think but you can have a perception about a season, and all of a sudden, like I mean, if anybody saw Yerman's start coming, A, hire them immediately, or B, they're full of shit because just again, he wouldn't have gotten these opportunities. These opportunities didn't exist for him consistently. Like he might have started it, but it's like a start stop. Like you ever tried to like sprint, run, stop. Like it's hard to sprint, stop, sprint, stop, sprint, stop. He's been afforded the opportunity to just go out there and sprint, and it's successful. But if Vaughn was, if Elo was healthy, if Vaughn was then the DH, he'd be playing like a game on, and then off. That changes everything. So I think the fact that he's able to get those just out of desperation in a weird sense, roll with it, is a huge like benefit for the kid. So I'm actually. Is everyone losing the signal, or is that just everyone going pee? Or
It seemed Luke was having some issues. It was spinning.
Oh, there's plenty of Luke issues. I mean,
Oh yeah,
you've been in that chat. We know.
yeah.
Jordan,
Luke,
don't say it.
Man, the little Yumper is just a wealth of knowledge apparently, and I was just googling about Shap and Bobby Fischer, and apparently Bobby Fischer and Jeremy Shap, his son had a big feud after the father passed away, and he said some not nice things. Bobby Fischer, I did not know that about him, but yeah, that's
Shap's a man. Dick Shap is like seriously the stuff he wrote is again. One of the reasons I got into journalism in high school was I read one of the autobiographies from Dick Shap, and I was like, this is what I'm going to go to college for. If I can't be a baseball player, I'll try. If I can't, this is where I'm going. And I mean, even my first few years as a journalist, I got to meet Jeremy Shap and actually Al Bernstein's a Vegas guy, boxing guru. And my first boxing match I ever got to actually cover as a sports writer, which was the first boxing match I ever went to, was Roy Jones Jr. versus John Ruiz, which was Jones Jr. winning his 13th title in the 13th different weight class or whatever. And Al actually gave me like a tour around the whole thing, and Jeremy Shap was there. So he introduced me to Jeremy Shap, and I'm like, dude, I know you probably get this a lot, but your dad is why I'm here right now. Like I read that poor kid like has to deal with that shit like all the time. Like he's Jeremy Shap, ESPN. Like he's a kid that tried to like measure up to his dad's legend, and his dad's legend is also full of divorce and solitude too. Like Dick Shap wasn't always perfect, but Jeremy actually is a pretty good dude, and all I've heard is that he's like a quality individual, and so it's interesting to see. Like when I see him, every time he says Jeremy Shap, I just think about. I think he was on CLTV for a little bit covering high school sports, because we used to do the Shap voice when I was in high school, and I don't know where it came from until I knew about Dick Shap, which was when I read the book. I'm like, wait a second, is this? Oh, and again, good writer. Those are the best kind of if you like to read, if you like books without pictures, that is.
Yeah, love to read. Don't have time to read, but
that's the hard part, right?
Fascinated by it. Oh yeah, man. You get a 4-year-old and you don't get to do anything.
This is true too. That's the hard part about it. If you write though a lot too. If you write a lot, you don't want to read a lot because you just spend enough time looking at your own page. That's the.
Yeah, you got to learn.
That's good stuff.
That's awesome.
And Luke is just maybe he didn't see. I don't think. Oh, there he is. Oh, we had him waiting in the waiting room. I'm like are you on the list here at area 54 instead of area 51 or studio 51 or whatever? There you go. There he is. He's sore.
I don't know what happened there. I pushed a button on my keyboard trying to type, and it just kicked me out of the whole thing. So
we wanted to just linger there for a second. That was my fault.
No, linger away. That's totally okay.
Just decided though, we're gonna open a new bar. It's gonna be called Area 54 or Studio 51. so we can mesh the aliens and the I don't know. We had a Studio 54 here in Vegas. That
Aliens, drugs, good.
dead.
Yeah.
Well, that was funny though. So, Bears fans in this group, right? All Bears fans, right?
Yeah.
Bears coming to Vegas. Game
Yeah.
17.
Week 17.
A game 17. The 17th, not week 17, but the game.
Week 18.
Is it gonna like? Have they released that it's gonna be the last week of the season?
I think
Or is it just
proposed.
is it just because of the new game, like the 17th game, and it'll be like filtered in?
I think it might be the week 18 game.
Oh, that'll be like beautiful here because it'll be
By
like
then,
December.
nothing will matter, and it'll be a good time to go spend some time in Vegas in the sports book and pretend you're going for the game.
Bet on hockey. Go see a Golden Knights game. What?
Damn right.
If the NHL's smart, they'll blow the Blackhawks in that same week too.
What two?
We could drink it dry like we did in Nashville. Well, I say we like I live in Chicago still, but I don't.
Well, Nashville had the draft, and so Vegas is getting the draft back in next year. So what was that, 2022? Because this year I think it's in Cleveland. I think it's Cleveland this year. So that'll be also
Cleveland last year. That's a 2020 thing, Cleveland.
Well, last year was supposed to be here, and then it got shut down. We had the whole the Bellagio fountains. We had a boat that was going to take the red carpet players. It was going to be a whole to do. They were expecting like 3 million people, and Nashville I think at like 1.5. So they were like expecting to double like the whole draft like experience because there was all the other things that we're doing, and then shut down. But then NFL was like, we'll give you 2022, and then looks like 2024 Super Bowl. So that's gonna be good.
Oh man, that'll be.
Did
nuts.
I say that out loud? Oh, oops.
Oh, well, leaked.
Did we have a breaking news?
Ooh, the Tainted Glove just leaked something. That's the belief here in town. Everyone's planning on it. So there's like the Vegas planning is a 2024 Super Bowl. So
Well, they can't do worse than Jacksonville for sure.
nah. I mean, could you imagine a Vegas Super Bowl? Oh my God. I mean, March Madness is already. Even this year was actually in a pandemic. It was pretty packed, which was great because we're still down at 200 cases a day. So, whatever state they brought it back to.
I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, but we are on the uptick in our region currently.
Are you guys?
Yes.
We've actually
at least where I live. So I don't know about the city and the county and everything, but at least where I live, there's an uptick recently. But it's also because spring break just happened and families traveled all over for spring break, and now they're coming back. They went to hot spots and now they're back. So
you want to hear crazy is I felt safer in Cabo than I have felt in Henderson, Nevada, or in most I know Jimmy, you're in Florida too. I felt like in Cabo, everybody like legitimately was like, the masks were like, oh, you're going indoors, throw a mask on. And they have like the thing. It's really like a foot. It's like for your shoes. It's like a foot, like a shoe mat, and you like wipe. It has like a disinfectant that puts on like bottom. I'm like that's a little much, but we'll do it because we respect you or whatever.
Yeah, they probably bought a bunch of them at the beginning. They had to use them.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And so like everyone there though, when you're like when you go indoors, people throw on their masks, and then nobody like freaks out. And when you're outdoors, everyone's like, "Fuck it," like you're outdoors. And it was a really mellow version of. You didn't have I didn't feel like there were any Karens. Like there wasn't people like overreacting either way, whether it's anti or pro mask. Like there wasn't like that stuff. You see, you get the idiots. I'm like, where they have like the nose under the thing. I'm like, just take it off, man. It's fine. If you're not going to wear one, just wear one. You look stupid. Like you look stupider. And so you just, you want to respect the people and their businesses and how they want you to go. So you go in the business. If they say mask, it's cool. And I went to an art walk in San Jose. That was really rad. Like, again, outdoors, people didn't. But the minute they went into like the inner exhibits, they would throw it on and they would respect everyone's. It was really low key. Like, and I feel like in the States, and what I also noticed too, by the way, I saw a ton of teenagers in Mexico. Tons. I didn't hear them. I come back to the States and go to a movie the second night I was back. I heard every teenager in the goddamn movie theater all night. It was completely different. It was kind of a funny thing. I'm like, wow, I forgot that American teenagers are loud as hell. Like, I teach them every day. I think it's like when you go to a concert or like NASCAR and you come out and you're like deaf for like a week. You're just used to it. Like I came back from came from Mexico. I'm like, oh, wait, teenagers aren't always super loud.
I still can't believe you turned 68 yesterday.
I know. Carrie has been hovering over my AARP application. She's like, are we now qualified for the Sun City development for houses? I'm like, yes.
Awesome. And we got the White Sox. Lynn pulled it off with the complete game.
Did the
Yeah,
CG
dog.
shot?
Guts out for Lynn.
That's right.
I love the strikeouts.
There's no guts out tweets for that today. Totally forgot about that.
Oh, we'll be
Aldo
happy.
is going to let everybody know.
Guts out for Lynn.
Oh,
And
and
that's
111
awesome.
111.
We'd have no starting pitchers go over 5 innings, and now we had a complete game right when we need it, and an off day tomorrow.
Oh,
everyone's getting rest.
so then
Way
we
to
got
open.
we got Dylan Cease on Saturday. All right.
Bullpen rested. Good.
And then we got the best pitcher of the staff, Carlos Rodon, going on Sunday.
I may not be alive Saturday, guys, just so you know.
What's up?
That's my bachelor. I'm doing my bachelor party on Saturday.
Yeah,
yeah,
you're
Rest in
not
peace.
gonna watch the game.
So that's a congratulations.
I am watching it. I just don't know how
Yeah,
how I'll be during it.
You'll be doing the old in bed, one eye open, listening to the game while you go, God, my head hurts so bad.
I'll
I don't
either
want to open
be
my eyes. I'm just going to listen.
I'll either be at a bar watch the game or my buddy's place, depending on the weather. So
Or jail.
no.
Are you going downtown then?
Well, they want to take me to a rooftop bar because it's outdoors. So, but we'll see. I'm not sure. Like I said, a lot of it's like
It's
I'm
gonna
not
rain.
the one. I'm not the one planning it. So it's like this could be some misadventures. I don't know.
Oh, Aldo's going to be insufferable now.
Aldo's a big Lance Lynn stan.
No, he called the shutout in the second inning.
Did he?
He called CG shutout in the second inning.
Dude, he looked amazing. That was the one I stopped watching. I didn't tune in again until I think the 6th.
I feel
And
bad that I jinxed
Lynn
it.
was on fire.
He could have pitched to Maddox, and he didn't. He went 111 pitches instead of 99. But whatever. Complete game, shutout. Save the bullpen until Saturday. Hell yeah! Like
Triple ones, baby. And he looked good doing it the whole time. It wasn't like it wasn't weak sauce. It was he was painting corners and dominant.
yeah, it was what you need.
Giddy up. That's what you want out of your big trade piece.
I wasn't sure why they put him as a number 3, but whatever. 1, 2, and 3 are all solid. It doesn't. I mean,
It doesn't matter anymore.
I would have put him as the number 2 guy, but
You might have to if they're able to like stick it up if Keuchel keeps struggling.
Oh yeah.
If they're able to do it maybe after the All-Star break or there's like an off day where they can make it work, they might do it at some point.
yeah, you put Giolito 1, Lynn 2, Rodon 3, and then Keuchel 4. He's the best number 4 pitcher in baseball.
I mean, that's how I would. I mean, if Rodon keeps it up, sure, but I don't know if that's going to be. I think it'd be 3.
No, there's still a lot. You gotta see it consistently. But that first start he had was just awesome.
Yeah, like I said, I would not. Obviously, you can't. It's hard. It's going to be hard to pull Keuchel out of the rotation. The game paid $18 million, but I wouldn't be surprised if Kopech gets his way in there somehow. But I mean, that's $18 million. Just that's not going to be in your rotation then.
Well, heal him up. If he's hurt, if that's what it is, heal him up. Let him rest. Put Kopech up for a bit. Let him pitch with
I mean, if you have to skip a start with him here and there, that's fine. As long as it doesn't affect anything, it's fine.
And you guys get that again. That off day is huge. You guys have gone Sox have gone straight. How many is this now? This is 8? 8 out of the gate. That's a lot. Out of the gate. I mean, a lot of major league teams play like game 1 and then take a day off. You guys had a 4-game series to open in a very hostile against a very good team in a road series. That's a very different time. Which sucked for you guys, especially. Like for me, I was like, oh, it's 8 p.m. You guys are like, it's 10 p.m. It's
I didn't.
and then Jimmy's like, it's midnight and it's the 4th inning.
I didn't sleep in my bed for.
And then we have 12 in a row.
I didn't sleep in my bed for a week.
Who did the scheduling? Jesus.
I didn't sleep in my bed for a week because of that schedule.
That's like me in the 108 tournament.
Yeah,
I was sleeping on this futon for a week because while Taylor sleeps because I'm watching these late night games.
You know, that's the best part about being on the West Coast is like Monday Night Football starts at 5:20. Sunday Night Baseball starts at 5. you know, Cubs, like if you have an afternoon baseball game that starts at 1 in Chicago, that's at 11 o'clock. That's like
best.
lunch break.
You have breakfast in college football.
Oh God, 9 a.m. Like, again, if you're Notre Dame games, I'm glad they're always at noon, which means 3 in South Bend, right? Yeah. And yeah, I'm glad they're like noon's perfect. But yes, if I was like at Ohio State or Michigan, or like if I was a Big Ten like nut, 9 a.m. is brutal. Like that's a lot of drinking before like 9 a.m., which I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
But then you could sleep it off and you got your whole day.
It's true.
That's a win. I hate the East Coast time zone. It's brutal.
Yeah, my parents moved to Georgia. My dad hates it. Like
Georgia. We're in Georgia.
They're in, oh God. What's the name of it? Again, Pastor Mike. Wood something. Wood.
Yeah, I don't know.
Woodford,
if it's not Southeast Georgia, I probably don't know what it is. But yeah, my wife's from Savannah. So
Savannah.
All the time. Savannah's a great time.
We were there we were right before this, like fall of 2019. My cousin got married. I was hence with the Reverend, by the way. I was their preacher for the ceremony. And Savannah on brunch day, Tagoses are the greatest thing in the entire world. Like Savannah is one of my favorite places in the entire world on Sundays at like 11 a.m.
Yeah, once the booze flows.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Once the booze starts flowing in Savannah on Sundays.
And they have open carry. You can carry your drinks out. Like
that's where I was married. Savannah's a great time. I never really remember going, but it's a blast.
We walked that waterfront down those cobblestone roads, and then saw like some of the old cannons they buried during the Civil. Like again, we got drunk and then looked at history like a whole Sunday. Like we were like after the wedding, which everyone else was like, we're gonna sleep it off. I'm like, nah, we're up. We got up. Like we were like, we're on the road. We're gonna go walking. And what it really was, we're gonna go drink and eat. And also one of the best brunches I've ever had. It was a Southern biscuit based. What do you call it? Not eggs Benny, where you put like the pulled pork on it too. Oh my God. It was like an underground bar that had like a clock. I don't know if are you familiar with Savannah, or like, would you?
Yeah.
It was like an underground brunch place where it had like a giant clock when you go downstairs, and then you just turn right. It's underground.
Like Gator something.
Oh my God. The best brunch thing. Like again, I
haven't been since the pandemic, and my memory is shit. So.
If I looked at my phone, like I took a picture, like again, it was cornbread, like but then I'm like, oh wait, we can take these outside. They're like, yeah, in fact, here, and they poured these like they're called this Tagoses. I'm like, yes.
It wasn't Alligator Soul, was it?
No, I don't think alligator was in the name. I'll pull up a pic again.
I think places that will go down.
It was a downstairs. It was again. It was like really bricky. Again, the whole Savannah is such a great place. Like it you know, when you think of like the South, like, again, we went to the Forrest Gump bench, which is no longer really there. We walked down like that whole area, the park,
Chippewa Square.
Yep. Yeah. Chippewa Square, where the house, from Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil or whatever it was, the Patterson House. I think not Patterson House. That's Nashville. But yeah, just that's a great place. Like if you could go to like if Bears are playing in like Atlanta, so what is it like?
Jacksonville. It's 2 hours from Jacksonville.
It's Jacksonville, right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah. We flew out of Jacksonville. So that's actually a better drive. And it's like 2 hours, right? So like
2 hours. Straight out 95.
Do Saturday brunch there, come back, and then watch the Bears beat the shit out of the Jaguars. If that happens. If there was one. That's a good place. I didn't realize so how did you meet her in Chicago? Like
I met her down in Jacksonville.
Oh, you met her down. Oh, so you met her down there. Okay.
Yep. That's why I'm still here. I was supposed to come down here for about a year for a job, and 10 years later, 11 years later, here I am.
Same with Vegas.
I thought she was
always coming back home, and then never.
I thought she was a fellow Hawkeye with you.
No. She's a Georgia Southern Eagle.
Oh.
Yeah. A lot of my family went to Valdosta, and now it's
it's a big weekend right now in the state of Georgia with the Masters going on.
Yeah, Augusta, man.
My guys didn't do so hot today. Sung Jae and Cam Smith, not so great.
No good.
Sung Jae got
easier at the end of the day.
Yeah, Sung Jae had a quadruple on a hole that kind of took him out of everything. Cam Smith's doing okay. He's in the mix a little bit. He just didn't he had one hole where he totally had a meltdown, but he bounced back. We'll see how the rest of the weekend goes. I don't even know. So
Rose is up in the lead. He's killing it. And I think, man, who was it? Someone asked Lauren, I don't know her last name anymore. Nivisic.
Savage, yeah.
Savage, and she called out Rose as a good stretch play.
Yeah, so she's a Sox fan. I think she grew up in Chicago or something. And she's married to a caddy on the PGA Tour.
Yeah.
Really?
Before I knew she was from Chicago, I saw she was in Jacksonville. I never met her, but she works for the PGA somewhere. I just remember from Twitter seeing that and know some friends that work for the PGA Tour because they're based out of here.
Yeah, she's got – I don't know the connection, but she's like somehow – I'm pretty sure she's from Chicago. I mean, you get Sox fans that aren't from Chicago, but like, yeah, she worked for the PGA Tour and worked for maybe the Golf Channel or something and met the caddy for somebody on tour. I don't remember who it was, but
yeah, got the inside on Rose. So he's
Carrie just sent a message in this private chat that says Luke sucks, and I would like to say that I would agree.
That's he's angry.
He's Carrie. That's why his Twitter name is what it is. Corporate something or another.
Hey, it's called the Ordinary Pub, Jimmy.
The Ordinary is a great place.
Oh, so good. It was Cubano bowl with a side of biscuits and gravy. That was what it was. Oh my God.
Yum.
I think I pretty much I did one of those like I was so full. When you're drinking, you're like, and you put it back down.
Oh, I think Carrie's in the waiting room actually.
Whoa. How long should we make him wait?
As he listens in.
Hey, Carrie. Blink one if you're okay. Blink twice if you're not okay. He used double eyes. Then that's and he got the secret code. The password was New England clam chowder, and he got it. So,
is it the red or the white?
I can never remember that.
Yeah. What's going on? That was a great game.
What's up, Carrie?
Now we got the whole gang in here.
Just got done my tradition as I always watch the home opener of the Sox game with my father. So I was just at the parents' house. So that was fun to watch.
That's a nice tradition.
Yeah, he was passed out before the first pitch, and then I had to wake him up. So,
It's tradition, right?
It's tradition, exactly. But that was a really good game. I don't know if you guys have talked about it, but I was just telling my roommate Jake here that was exactly what the Sox needed with a complete game shutout.
Yep.
Just not to use that bullpen, not to even touch it. So just thank you for.
Harry, do you really mean that though? If that's TLR's greatest strength is his bullpen management, are you upset that we didn't get to go to the bullpen?
Get in and respond, because I hope Alex is watching. So yes, you're right, Jimmy.
I think Alex might actually, when he gets home, he might hop on. He might say, "Yeah, I'm going to join," and he'll be the official fact checker and give us the scouting report from the game today.
He can be our official scout.
Yeah, we could have some official bullpen management debates here live on the air.
Hey, so did you guys see? I posted it in the chat. Did you guys notice that today in the Cubs game, bases loaded, 1 out, bottom of the 8th inning. Rossi went to who's been dirty, legit dirty,
right?
And Kimbrel came in, struck out 2 guys, no runs allowed, 4-2 lead intact, and then he closed out the 9th. Now he won't pitch tomorrow. I'm sure he's going to sit, but
he's a closer. He's not allowed.
We talk about those guys going in I don't think you take a closer in the 7th or the 6th, but in the bottom of the 8th inning, if you can end the threat, because it's probably the threat of the game, you close the damn door. And I know that's what happened before with the White Sox, where you could have brought in Hendricks in the 8th, and he could have slammed it shut. And then you have to start a whole new inning, and you have a better shot when you're starting with a clean inning of getting it done. And that was today. I'm like, that's a perfect example of how you don't the 8th and 9th inning is for your closer. It doesn't matter if you can figure it out. And do you extend them? Not all the time, but in that situation, That's the pivotal moment of the game. Shit it down. Kill it.
Yeah, and the thing too is everybody, meaning like the White Sox in the front office and the media is pimping how good their bullpen is. So if it's that good, you could throw Hendricks in the 6th inning or 7th inning, wherever that inning was in that pivotal moment. And if you 6th inning, if you trust your bullpen so much, why not have a Cody, Cody Hoyer or a Bummer just save the game in the 9th? So you're right. That just didn't. So if the Cubs can do it, the White Sox should be able to do that.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of talk about how the starting pitchers have to get stretched out more still. Well, Lance Lynn just pitched a complete game, won 111
Well, it
pitches.
depends on he had the pitch
111
count.
pitches.
So I'm looking for him.
And Lance Lynn is a specimen. I mean, there's no one more athletic and in shape than Lance Lynn. So it's
That's
it's
right.
different. It's a different story.
He should probably go and be in the next ESPN The Body.
Yeah,
And
he's
And
He's
he
actually one
gets
of the
6 days
best
rest,
pitchers in
right?
the
He's going on.
300.
He gets to get 6 days rest. Am I doing the math right?
Yeah, because they're off.
He doesn't get a
tomorrow.
typical 5. He gets the extra day, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he gets an extra day to bounce too. Like that's
Well, it depends. I don't think the skipping can start on Saturday now. I think they're going to keep it the way it is. He should still pitch Saturday.
Do you think he's going to still go on the 5th day?
Or he would go Wednesday?
He would go Wednesday.
Yeah.
Well, with the off day tomorrow.
Yeah, because Cease is going to. Unless they skip Cease for Saturday, but I don't think they're going to. I think they would have
Yeah,
said
you
something
can't-
by now.
We need
I don't think
Alex
at this point in the
Smith is
season
too
you
hard.
skip anybody. You just let it go.
No, they wouldn't go right to Rodon. They would have said something by now.
Oh, we've got Steve Cishek warming up in the bottom of the 7th at a tie game, 5-5 in Toronto. Sorry, it's not in Toronto. It's in where do the Blue Jays play?
Oh, you guys hate him as much as I did.
Florida.
As a Cubs fan.
Florida.
They're playing in Florida. So Steve
somewhere down here.
Cishek is warming up in the bullpen in a tie game in Florida for the
Fun
for the
fact about the
Toronto
Blue
Florida
Jays,
Blue Jays.
She shed.
they're the only
Shit.
team. I just heard this on the radio. They're the only team that's started 3 games, 3 home openers in 3 different cities 3 years in a row. Because they were in Toronto 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Last year they were in Buffalo, and this year they're in Florida.
Why didn't they go back to Buffalo this year?
I don't know. Probably didn't like the stadium.
I didn't know Blue Jays were a migratory bird like that.
Yeah, they're going to migrate to Vegas. No, I'm sorry. That's a Devil Ray. A Devil Ray will eventually migrate to Vegas.
I don't know. Could be the Indians, Spiders, baseball team. I don't know.
I think Vegas is going to get a team here real soon.
I think so too.
I think within 2
Nashville and
years.
Vegas. How about
Don't have
Nashville?
every sports team in Vegas.
Is it going to be
5
a
years.
expansion team or is it going to be a?
See, that's the question. I think it might be an expansion. I think you're dealing with because Nashville. I feel like Nashville's earned it over Vegas.
I think
Like,
Nashville needs a team. I think
yeah,
that.
like they've proven to be a good market. Vegas is nomadic. You're not going to get me to change. I'll root for the Raiders when they're not playing the Bears and it doesn't hurt the Bears' interest. But when the Bears are head to head with the Raiders can suck a fat one. Like, not going to happen.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the same way with most of the nomadic. And Vegas is actually really populated with a lot of Chicagoans and a lot of New Yorkers. So those are 3 really like Jets, Giants, Bears, long suffering yet still loyal fan bases. So you're not going to get us to switch. Golden Knights, though, like Buzz and I were talking, I wasn't a huge hockey fan when I was in high school, like when I was growing up either. So the Golden Knights was like, I'll take it. I'll take the Golden Knights. Like, that's fine. It's a new team. It's an expansion. That makes it easier to like palate it, like swallow it. But nah, like baseball here, I would love to have baseball here. I would totally, again, it would be like a second favorite team, but it would never be.
Dude, who's got something on in the background?
That's Jordan
I was like,
or
That was
Carrie.
baseball
That's Carrie.
fan.
I wasn't sure if
It's
my dog
scary.
was like yelling at
I
me.
have both headphones in. I don't think you guys can actually hear it.
No, that was
No,
that was
it's-
He was
Carey.
watching replays.
It's that baseball fan there.
Because if I have both
I had to
headphones
mute.
in,
I had to
that's not. So I figured out the speaker thing. If I have both my headphones in, it'll cut out the soundbar.
Yep.
So I won't have this problem anymore.
Wow. RGM said fold the Bears. I wouldn't fold the Bears. I would just say that's just, don't
Sell them.
fuck up
What
on
about
quarterback drafting.
Portland for a baseball team? They've been pushing hard for years. to try to
Portland-
get-
White Sox. Portland White
Portland
Sox.
loses all sorts of pro sports because of what they did with the Blazers. Like they That was a blow. That was a blow. That was just. And I love that they think they're the first ones next on a new NBA team. No, you actually like don't get an NBA team for a while. You're in timeout because you had one. And
No,
you're thinking of
the Seattle Super.
Oh, I'm thinking of Sonics. I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Sonics. Right, like Blazers are there. Blazers are fine.
The Blazers
Portland,
are there.
They have the what is it? The Sea Dogs? No,
the Timbers. They have the Portland Timbers. They've got a minor league team down the road.
They're like Nashville. They're like Nashville in that sense, right?
Yep. Yeah. They got a minor league team, the Hillsboro Hops, right down the way, just outside of Portland, which is awesome because you have a beer-themed baseball team named after the Hops, which is pretty damn cool.
I hate to shit on Portland, but nobody's traveling to Portland in bulk. Now, Luke, you will travel to Portland because you want some donuts and some weed, but
going there I'm going
to
see
Breeze Rock.
I go anywhere for donuts.
I'm going there in July for a bachelor party, actually.
Oh,
but it's more. It's more
than
food
truck place. That food truck place in Portland is fucking badass.
Mm-hmm.
They got some good foods. But Voodoo Donuts is that Portland or is that
they got Colorado, isn't it?
It's in the original's in Portland. They got one in Eugene.
Oh, is it? Okay.
You got to get there early though because there's always a line out the door.
Eugene is red as hell, by the way. Like clay, like spilled over rain clay down on the streets. It was always red to me. Like I always thought that was weird, but
I didn't notice that. But
Luke, have you ever had the Rogue Voodoo Donuts beer?
Luke,
do they still make it? I don't know. I had it like 10 years ago. It was horrible.
I don't know.
I was so excited to try it. It came in a big pink bottle and it was Voodoo Donuts. I think it was made by Rogue.
Oh yeah, I've had that before. It was in a pink bottle too, right?
I was so excited. I was like, beer, donuts, my favorite things. I hated it. It was horrible. So disappointed.
Rogue gets very creative with their beers. Sometimes they get too creative with their beers.
Just give me the arrogant bastard all day long.
Yep.
Oh, love.
I was in so when I was in Portland, like that's the thing. It's not about going to Portland. It's about going everywhere in the state of Oregon when you're there. It's not just the city of Portland. The city of Portland, again, is just like, this is cool. But then you go to the coast, you go down south to Eugene, or you go to Nike headquarters in Beaverton, whatever, But when I was in Portland, it was after my buddy's wedding. So I had 2 days to kill before my flight. And I just walked around the entire city of Portland. I went to like 7 breweries or 8 breweries in 2 days. And I stopped in at Rogue. I was just sitting there at the tap room bar by myself, and the guy's like seen my beer flight. He goes, "What'd you get?" I'm like, "Oh, I got these." And he goes, "Oh, you should mix those two together. We call that beer the Snickers bar. It's on our secret menu." I'm like, "Well, I want to taste them two separately." So then he goes, "All right, fine. I'll just pour you one." So he poured me a full pint of these 2 beers together, and he's like, "Yeah, this is the Snickers bar," and it was really damn good. But I'm like, "Well, how did you know? Like, how do you guys decide this and come up with it?" He goes, "Well, I'm bartending today, but I'm actually the head brewer here. So I screw around with a lot of different."
I don't know if I'm thirsty or hungry now.
Did you guys see what Sean just posted, by the way? Lance Lynn said the starting rotation didn't do it. They know what they know they're capable of in the first 7 games of the season. Mm-hmm. He changed that. He's ready to see the staff go from here. It's now it's in their court. I started it. I love it. Now I love it. Now I love it.
And I just saw a stat too that Lance Lynn's game score tonight was 88, which ranks as the best of his career in 238 starts.
When they needed him most, he performed the best he's ever performed.
Ever done. I know that's what makes me so confident about that guy come playoff time.
Jank! What's up, Sean?
Love it.
Get that guy.
So my clock on my computer's off, by the way. So that means he just joined 1 minute ago, but it says 47 on mine. I'm like, 10 minutes ago. Where you been, dude? There he is.
Do you have a birthday and you forget how to set your clocks?
Oh, it's really difficult. It's so hard. Like these newfangled interwebs. He had baby duty. That's true. And duty, also duty. So is the 108 going on tonight, or is this? How do they do this? I don't know what they do in the regular season. So you guys got to kind of fill me in now. I don't know what the 108 thing. Oh my God, we got. Oh, sheezel, Pete. Hold on a second. Here it comes. We got Jim. We also got Han. We got Pete. But there it is.
Boy.
Right, hold on. We're gonna let Pete just go.
Oh boy.
Let Pete rock. Pete, what's going on?
Hey fellas, how's it going?
What's going on?
What's up, Pete?
Aloha.
Fill us in. How's it going? Give us the day. What has it been like? Describe the whole day. Give us that.
You guys hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Where are
Talk.
you, Pete? Are you at Court and Carey?
Can you see us?
Are you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We're doing the talk sign
All right,
language.
cool. I can't hear a word you guys are saying. I'm actually, after that impressive White Sox victory, complete game by Lance Lynn, I am actually sitting out at Cork at the Park.
That's what I. Yeah.
Wally Money, My Sox Summer, Father My Sox Summer, and Farmer Matt. So they went in to get beers. I'm out here talking to you guys. And Wally's really drunk, like screaming at me right now.
No way.
Listen, I hope you can hear this rant I just did, or whatever you want to call it, because I can't hear a damn word you're saying. Not a damn
Everyone
word.
give him the thumbs up.
So,
Everyone tell him thumbs up.
all good. Ran into a lot of people today. Everything was great.
Everybody hold the thumbs up. I gotta screenshot that. Hold on.
Everybody
Everybody go thumbs up.
With Gas Money Bob.
Well, I can't do that without doing the control. God damn it. You gotta go control 4.
Use your other hand.
I don't know, whatever. But I'm signing off, guys. Take it easy. Talk to you later.
Thumbs up.
Aloha.
Yeah.
Thumbs up if you can hear me. That's
awesome.
really funny.
I really wanted to see Wally interact with him, but
Who else is getting?
We got Jim. We got Jim instead.
We got Jim back now.
Yeah, I'm way better.
Oh, I just got his text too. Let me in.
We can't say he's Wally Jr. because that's Matt Ramsey. That's Matt Ramsey.
I can't talk and have all the stories like Wally. I'm not even close to that kind of level.
I told you.
Speaking of Wally, I switched over to a microphone, which is in Wally's neck of the woods.
You drink?
No, I don't. Terry, I did not go to Benny's today. I found a new spot that I'm officially now addicted to.
I didn't eat food today either.
I feel some sarcasm.
it's brutal. Luke, your beer blogs are brutal for me because I can't get any of those beers, and they all sound amazing, and it pisses me off.
I should do a beer review on Cigar City one of these days. Actually,
I do love Cigar City, and I've been there many times.
I have a review on Cigar City.
Oh, you do? There
He's
you
got
go.
one finger. He's like, hold on. I got something to say, so shut up.
I think it was Florida Man. Pretty sure.
Yeah, the Florida Man Twitter account or the Florida Man beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was the one. That was a while ago.
Cigar City does really good stuff. Their Imperial Stout, their Russian Imperial Stout that they make is the best one I've had.
Really?
Like,
yeah.
It's the that's the Marshall Zhukov. It's outstanding.
Yeah.
Was it?
And even their staples.
Was it?
That's the name of it, Marshall Zhukov.
Oh, okay. How do you spell that?
How do you spell?
That's a hockey player?
Yeah.
Is it
The
a
last
noun
name
or a
is
verb?
Zhukov. Marshall Zhukov from Cigar City.
Wait. What was the last name?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
You're lying.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Spell the last name again.
No.
I think we're gonna get one more Pete. By the way, when Pete gets in the car or the lift, God, I hope it's a lift because it sounds like he's drunk as shit. But we're gonna get like a lift ride home, Pete, if that happens. It'll be.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Last week,
their Highlight IPA, very good.
did you guys see last
a
week
nice
when my
standard.
girlfriend jumped in? I popped on the pod a few times, and we were in like the van. That was easy. I was fine. I was in the back seat by myself, like a nerd, because I was like the child. I'm at the kids' table. But then we stopped at the this place to get some beers. Her water for her that night. And yeah, she jumped on. She's like, whoop. And said she thought it was like our Zoom. Like you guys have seen this when we do the Zooms. Like she's like, hi guys. And you're like, okay. Bye. She didn't realize it was the podcast. So she was obviously humiliated the next day when I told her. But she jumped in and they're like, who do you think is going to win the World Series? And she said, of course I pinched her. And she said, the Bears.
Oh, that's right. Yep. I remember
that's our,
seeing that.
Permanent sound clip, and I am so happy that Aldo captured it because is that a dog or is that dishes? I can't tell if it's dogs or dishes or is it dog dishes. Like
the dog is doing dishes.
Because
Sound
like,
like-
I have dogs out there that if they get together, like it's not good. So like it scares the shit out of me.
Was the dog doing dishes? Is that what that was?
It's a great dog.
Is that your roommate?
Yeah.
Can he at your headphones?
No, I can do it every time someone says roommate. Now I think of his grandma's boy. Well, yeah, my roommates love it, dude. Your bed's a car. Yeah, but it's a fucking sweet car.
It's a sweet car.
Such, such an underrated comedy.
Dude, it's my favorite stoner movie of all time.
Yep.
It's the best stoner.
Dude, you can't be
I
raising
like
your
that
voice
big-
like that when the lion gets here.
Yeah. Really?
Carrie, what's he doing in there?
Dishes.
It doesn't sound like.
It sounds like it's a dog fight. Is this Michael Vick as your roommate? What's going on here? Jeez, oh Pete. Is that too soon for a
What did he cook
fighting joke?
tonight? Say it. His roommate's like the worst cook in the world.
So he made like fucking. Did you guys know? Like, you saw that hot dog I sent, right? Like, I'm not crazy. That looked like a fucking toe.
It was a
Kinda
weird
look
looking hot
Kind of
dog.
looked like a wiener.
It did. Or well, yeah. Ironically, one of my gay friends on Facebook was like, "That looks like something else." I'm like, "Oh, where is your head at, bro?" I was thinking toe. I'm thinking Rex Ryan. He's thinking you're Saturday night. So I was like, "Whoopsie." But yeah. I was like, are we at the end of the Franks now? Because this place is awesome. This is the place that sold me the pizza puffs, like the Janko pizza puffs that I need to actually order another dozen from now because they're gone.
Pizza puffs in the air fryer is an incredible thing.
God, that is a.
Yeah, it's
Fewer
true.
things are true in this world, Luke, and what you just said is fully true. They're at 11 o'clock at night after some beers doing an air fried up pizza puff or two. Only 800 calories if you do two. They're only 400 calories. Like pizza rolls. I mean, I'll eat a whole bag of pizza rolls, and that's like 1,900 calories. So
Mailman Jack says that Jimmy needs to wake up. Jimmy, wake up.
I apologize. I got a text from work and I forgot I was on here.
So Jimmy, from
That man
Florida,
Jack's a great dude.
how is the
That's-
weather in
that's-
Florida right now, Jimmy?
Oh, it's glorious. Today was low 80s and no humidity. It's wonderful. It's like we get 2 months of beautiful weather and then it gets way too hot.
And it gets hot towel wrapped around your face.
Yeah, it's brutal. But
Change
now it's
weather?
good. What's up?
Is it chafing weather?
Not chafing weather yet, but oh yeah, it's chafing weather. Big time.
My favorite time of the year.
Yeah.
When it's dry, it's worse. The dry chafe is worse than the sweat chafe. You get a little lube at least when you have like
I didn't
that.
want any of them.
You guys got to invest in some Body Glide. I'm telling you, it's the best thing ever. From
Yeah, I know
a,
some runners. I know people that are
surfboard
runners
wax.
that know that.
yeah.
Surf
Jim,
wax.
what do you use for chafage?
I mean, Vaseline. I didn't do a very good job. I went for a run the other day. I must not have applied it correctly, and I've been chafing for 2 days.
You gotta get the stick of Body Glide. It's like a stick of deodorant, but
I know
it's
what it is.
It's so.
Oh, he knows what it is, Luke.
I know. You can't change your background in this one, can you?
Oh no, you're stuck with the light switch.
I was gonna do a funny one, but I can't.
We've severely handicapped Jim from the normal Zoom.
It was gonna be a picture of a pizza.
I mean,
Carrie.
now it's
Carrie-
not that background.
Carrie's roommate's pizza.
By the way, Mailman Jack thinks that it's a bite for a pizza. No, an actual sausage original pizza puff is only 400 calories. Now, deep fried, I don't know how much that is after the deep fry. That's where the air fry keeps it pretty good.
I don't think it adds that much.
They're so good. I mean, seriously, like, when you put them on there and they like poof up and they actually puff up, which is great when you do it right. Oh my God.
Is that where they get the name?
I think maybe it could be. It could be. I don't know. Remember, Ron Santo used to have a restaurant like in Schaumburg, and they did pizza rolls, but they were like almost like tortilla rolls of pizza, like food. Like it was like pepperoni rolled in, like it was like this big. It was like a burrito of. I'm like, that's not a pizza roll.
What's your take on Strombolis?
I like Strombolis. I'm better than calzones.
Yeah.
I don't like calzones as much. I like Strombolis
like
because
calzones.
Strombolis are bigger. They look like a football. Or no, what is the one they do at Rosati's? It's not even a calzone or a stromboli. It's literally the size of a football. I just remember in college, Rosati's did it, and my buddy Big Mike would like order 2, and I'm like, God dang, you just ate 2 football-sized pizza things.
Well, calzones can have a lot of dough in it, where it's like it feels like you're eating not enough of the filling, but too much dough.
Speaking, it's got to be the right ratio.
Pizza. I never tried that place in Chicago, the pizza like pot pie or whatever it is. You know what I'm talking about? At Chicago Oven Grinder. Anybody know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Never tried it.
That's the place where the Valentine's Day Massacre took place.
Is it the Chicago Pizza Oven Grinder?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's where. I mean, it wasn't that at the time, of course, but
yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's where that went down.
Oh, I thought that was like an app.
What is that?
Nothing.
It's pizza night.
He's beating the shit out of the dough.
All right. Oh, and the other one. You have a husky too, right, Jim?
Yeah, I got a husky.
They talk so much.
My last one didn't, like, hardly at all, like, ever. And this one's nonstop. It's like, shut up.
Yeah, that's so funny. This one talks all the time, right? Yeah, you do. You talk a lot. So now my dog's trying to pick up on it, and he's not a husky, so he just sounds really dumb when he tries to talk. It's really funny.
Hey, Harry, you should promote the pod here while you're here.
Yeah. So what are you guys doing? Yeah. What's going on there? What is the?
It's in the works.
We need. What's also the new security for White Sox Twitter?
Oh, the WSTBI.
No, that's not security. That's investigations unit. Yeah. That's the White Sox investigation.
What is it? Let's talk about it a little bit.
Go ahead. Yeah, let's talk about that, and then we can go into the topic.
It's kind of like a Netflix special.
I cannot take
this is top secret stuff.
Yeah, we can't take any questions at this time.
What's just the answer to every question?
Basically, we're trying to figure out who Al's Cheesy Beef is, and I think we're cracking the code slowly.
No further questions at this time.
Yeah.
Because it's you, Luke.
And I'll say one thing.
It's actually somebody on here.
It's not me.
It's one of these 6. It's like Clue now. It was Jordan in the library with the candlestick and the Italian beef.
The WSTBI.
I'll tell you right now, it's someone in here, and his name rhymes with Borden Biller. So
it's freaking Jim.
I'm arguing with myself. It's the perfect crime.
Yeah.
Hey, you know how they caught that QAnon guy on that HBO special? They interviewed him enough about himself, like about Q, that he was like, he literally testified against himself and said, they Q'd out, and like they were like, got you, bitch. So you just ask the questions enough.
Oh, later. QAnon M. Night Shyamalan, that guy?
It's
QAnon M. Night Shyamalan? Whatever his name was.
That's a good name, though. That's a great name for a band. That's a great band name.
Here's a great Lance Lynn quote right now about finishing the game.
Lynn said, "Buff."
Yes. There wasn't much of a conversation with LaRussa. He looked at me and said, "Are you good?" And I said, "I'm going to finish it. Does that sound good?" And he said, "Yeah." That was pretty much it. I was under 100. I was under 100 pitches, and so I felt like I had plenty left.
Boom.
Are you good? Yeah, I'm good. All right, cool.
Yeah, it obviously helps that he kind of knows like who he is, and he's been with him before, and kind of knows his limits.
That's a vet and a vet coach going.
Yeah.
Go. Like,
yeah, go ahead.
You just sometimes like it's like with a kid again. I can only like attest to like having high school 18-year-old seniors, but when you have a senior that's like, "Coach, I got this," you're like, "All right, fuck it, I'm going." I had a kid one time. I came out and he's like, "Coach," I go, "I was just coming out here to just ask you like how your day has been." Like, I'm good, because he was like, I could see it in his eyes the minute I got out there, he was annoyed, and it was really just to give everybody like in the bullpen a chance to get loose, just in case it didn't work out. But he's like, "Coach," I'm like, "Hey, no. How's your day going?" But that's the same thing. Like with a guy like LaRussa, he looks at a guy and he knows, like, again, Lynn's an older dude. He knows. Go. Just finish your shit, man. You're off for 5 days.
Yeah, 6. He's off for 6.
6, even better. Like,
And we got Mike. We got a lefty going on Saturday, so maybe.
Is that Saturday?
Yep, Mike Minor's going Saturday.
Mike Minor's going.
I wasn't sure if it was Saturday or Sunday he was going.
No, Mike Minor's going Saturday against Dylan Cease, and then you got down on Sunday against who?
I think it's like was it? I think it might be Stallman.
You should know, Jordan. You got all the inside scoops.
Jordan,
I saw the picture. I forgot who it was.
May I show you guys something?
Yeah, Brady Singer's pitching.
Ooh,
Singer versus Cease?
Singer versus Rodon.
Singer Rodon.
Ooh, I like
Tomorrow, it's Mitch Minor on Saturday. Mike Minor.
That's
Mike
the
Minor.
that's the one where the White Sox are going for the record.
We're tying we're gonna tie the Braves.
Oh, it's
You guys want to see a dead body?
Sure.
Hold on, I gotta do this right because
Mike Minor.
There we go. No, hold on. Now I gotta pull this.
No,
down.
it's gonna be what's his name?
Jordan's
Brad
cheesy
Keller.
beef.
Y'all want to see a dead body? No.
Oh boy, is that like?
Why is this tweet deleted? And why is it
weird.
Really, Rachel?
Was this in
And I
regards to the baseball?
Trevor Bauer. Yeah,
They're
he's
taking
getting a
like
bunch of baseballs.
Took a bunch of balls today from Trevor Bauer.
It's Yasiel Puig's agent.
Yep. She's going to be only Yasiel Puig.
And Cubs legend Carlos Gonzalez.
Jesus Christ. Cut him.
That was Cargo's agent?
Yeah, there's a vlog, if you look back on her channel, where Cargo signs with her. And then Cargo left his agent to sign with Luba. I think he was a Boris clan, wasn't he, at one point? Wait a minute.
That's a woof. That's a woof. Hey, Alex just asked how long we're staying live. Hey, Alex.
Hop on.
Just in time for you to jump on so we can quit.
Tell us how we're all wrong at everything.
We need the official fact checker on here. I want Alex on here so we can hear about what he thought about Tony's bullpen management tonight.
You know what? Actually, you know what? Now we've built it up. Hold on.
Yeah, want to hear about Stadium?
He's joining.
It was so good. That
Alex
we
needs to
didn't
defend
have
himself.
use it.
No slander. No Alex slander. Defend
Sometimes-
yourself. I'm
Some
actually
guys would
trying
just
to
use the
defend you.
bullpen. He's that good of a bullpen manager. He went, you know what? We don't need it today.
But dude, I need to preface this, by the way, just so you guys know, this is called Saturday Nights with us.
Yeah,
this
pretty much.
I mean, this is called the Zoom, the Saturday Night Zoom. If you're wondering on White Sox Twitter what the Zoom is, this is pretty much it.
That's
It's
true.
raw.
This is
WT. What is it? What?
So,
WSBI.
yeah, dog's not in here to pop in here and just dog us.
Oh, I would love. That would be so fun if you guys.
If we can get Dog on right now, that's an Emmy-winning episode of
Honestly,
a non-existent
pick
podcast.
anyone to be on here right now, drunk Steve-O would just be.
Oh my god! Yes,
He's a busto.
Yeah.
I got a feeling that.
By the way, let me know when Eric pops up on the little thing, or when Alex pops up on the bottom, so I can make him wait. Because
Why am I already seeing people worrying about Dallas Keuchel? And how
They
he's gonna
worried
be
about his
5
back.
and-
I pegged him as a regression candidate this season, but hope he gets better. I pegged him at the beginning of the year.
You pegged him?
Oh, okay.
Dude, a 1.99 ERA is not sustainable from a guy like that.
Probably shouldn't peg him though.
You guys take everything out of context I say, you know that, right?
Jordan's pegging beef.
So guys, I don't know. I think Zoe uploaded this. I don't know what this is, but on our little graphic thing, it says Final Jeopardy. Just pause for a second. What did Zoe do?
Over to our two-day champion on the end. Scott, did you come up with the correct response? Who wanted to kick that field goal?
Fuck you, Aaron Rodgers, in your face, hard with a chainsaw. Sorry.
Yeah, I won't watch the Jeopardy.
I can't do it. I can't do it. I want to punch him in his throat.
I'll stick to my Wheel of Fortune.
Pat Sajak never let you down. He's also a closet Cub fan, by the way. Sorry.
Ooh.
Been told that personally. You know what? I think I've told that story before.
Oh,
that
Vanna White
farts.
Sox fan.
Vanna farts.
Yes. Vanna farts.
Fizz has a Vanna
what I
White
heard.
party. He has a
I
Vanna
do.
White
I
party
do.
story.
I forgot about that.
Yep. Vanna farts.
Fair.
Like, she drops it.
Everybody
She's spinning
farts.
wheels, man. Just waft it.
Everybody
On air.
farts. What's the big deal?
That's
On
fine.
air,
I mean,
live on air. Nobody can hear it.
yeah.
They
No,
edited
we
it out.
can't hear it. She's over there. Just everyone loves their own cooking. She's fine with it. She can hover in it. She can spin letters. Now it's just touchscreen. It's even easier. It's fine.
Yeah.
Nah,
Hey,
but what she
what's that
ate,
guy saying?
I was damn impressed. Like I was like, oh my god, how do you do that? I got gas just from watching you eat like two pieces of cheesecake and the steak. Like whoa. But I love you because I'm also 13. That was the greatest edition of the magazine that no longer really is popular because we have digital media now. Hef's gone. Sorry. Playboy used to be a really good publication for like actual writing too. Like
reading the articles. That's
reading the articles was actually a thing. Like that was a funny stereotype, but like Hunter S. Thompson wrote for Rolling Stone. Like I would read that. Like I would literally push past the boobies to read something that he wrote. So it's just they were it also had boobies. It wasn't Penthouse. Rest Larry Flint, who just passed away recently. Rest in peace.
You know, we used to prank call all the Larry Flint places back in the day and ask if like what the spread was at the buffets and stuff like that when we were in high school.
I feel like every Vegas strip club has had that question because every Vegas strip club actually has like lunch buffets. Which is
What is that banging? Someone.
What is that? It keeps bothering me.
Is roommate building a birdhouse?
Is he just marching through the room?
What is he building? What the hell?
Carrie, what are you guys having for dinner tonight? Like, is he cooking up like?
I made kebabs.
I keep seeing him
bringing the kebabs into the wall. What the hell?
I keep seeing him walk back and forth. He's just literally stomping his feet.
It sounds like he's trying to learn the drums.
He's a loud walker.
Just the guy in the Civil War.
Is he wearing like tap dance shoes or something?
He's clogging.
Take that commercial. What's that commercial?
We have a clogging problem.
We have a clogging issue.
Pillow shoes.
He's like brushing his teeth while doing it.
Oh, jeez, he's really active.
Who walks like that?
Frankenstein's creature, maybe?
When does he move out?
And does he watch this podcast? Hold on, or does he watch this? Will he see this?
Isn't it
Nobody
like
else
June,
is seeing it. I see
June
two
1st?
people will see this. Hell yeah.
June 1st, right?
Yeah.
Say it out loud.
Oh, my name. It's like,
what happened there? What was that?
Alcor?
Blackhawks are getting their butts kicked right now.
So how's the division lining up now? Who lost it? So the White Sox are now 4-4. They're at 500.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Twins won, and they're 4-2 or 5.
Yeah, they're
4.
Gosh, the Twins. See, that's the thing. The Twins also start the season with a cupcake schedule as well.
Well, you guys get the Chiefs. I mean, the Royals. I mean, and the Cubs get the Pirates. Like I can't. it's really hard to judge, which sucks because you guys played.
There's a lot of cupcake schedules right now, right off the bat.
White Sox faced the Angels though. The Angels are that good, dude. The Angels are good.
Their offense is impressive.
I don't think you guys can see that.
If they stay healthy, that team wins the AL West because the A's last year were just.
What did that
If we
say,
win tomorrow,
Kerry?
we're in first place. So we're in second place. Win tomorrow.
Win your games, beat the teams you're supposed to beat, and then split with the teams you're like competitive with. That's how you win the whole thing. Easy.
Yeah, the Angels are good.
And the postseason shit gets going.
Ooh,
and that's when you want Tony. You want Tony La Russa. That's my. She's barking
was
at
that
me.
a ghost?
What was that? That was not me.
That's not my dog. She apparently saw another dog outside. It's still daytime here, sort of. She's mean. Like she my buddy who's a chocolate lab. Like she's sweet alone, but like with other dogs, she's like that. She again, when my girlfriend adopted her, it actually said special needs on the cage. So when she sees like flashing lights and shit, she goes ape shit right now. So there's someone's either like a car is pulling into the driveway somewhere in the neighborhood and she sees it, whatever. But you can't have her alone with my dog because she's bit him twice. But
I'm on a heater tonight, guys.
oh my God. Hold on. We have to say it only took the Thursday after Easter, but Jesus is risen.
Hey, the professor.
Hey guys, happy opening day, Doug.
Oh, yeah. I thought your shirt said Kopex, like Michael Kopex. Oh, it says okay.
It doesn't.
Blackhawks
was a Nick
on display.
I thought it was a Nick Madrigal shirt because I know you're such a big Madrigal fan.
Huge Nick Madrigal fan. How's everyone doing tonight?
Good.
Good.
You guys are all happy. Everyone's happy today. This was the Chicago. Now, did the Bulls win?
I think they did.
They won.
Yeah, they won by 9.
What's going on with the Hawks?
Down 5-1.
So it's not over. So it could be a Chicago sweep tonight. So I think everybody would be happy.
They're down by 4.
Oh,
the third period.
Blackhawks are
good.
Oh shit!
I didn't
Man,
watch. Holy shit! Justin Rose had a day today, huh?
Yeah,
he did.
-7.
I didn't watch 1 second. I meant to.
There was a bet on like points bet. It was like, what's going to happen? More Bryce DeChambeau birdies or White Sox runs scored? It was the easiest bet of all time. Just poop right away.
Mailman Jack says Carrie's roommate is building a secret bathroom.
I think he might be. It's like fucking El. What's his name from the cartel guy? Diesel Pete.
Well, I'm starting to wonder if he's gonna start asking Carrie if he wants to try a rare Amontillado, and he's gonna build a wall and cage Carrie in.
No, he's building an El Chapo like passageway. It's good.
I need to go get a beverage.
Puts the lotion on the
That's why you have water and you turn it into wine.
That's right. He is Jesus.
Yeah. Gotta tell him everything. Both of them. Look at we got like I don't know how yours looks. My screen right now looks like a tic-tac-toe of people that have bailed out for a second for drinks. We got baseball fan in the center. How did he get in the middle? Carrie, you're in the middle. You're central. Is Carrie central to you guys? Is this your Brady Bunch of death?
I'm central. Yeah, he's right in the middle.
He's the Brady Bunch of death right here.
What does that make him, the maid?
I'm right under you.
Is that who's normally the maid?
Yeah, we're just missing.
I'll take it.
2.
This is what I'm subjected to.
You drip that down in that little spot, right?
I'll take mine. It'll be
waterfall. But who's gonna catch it on my desk? Oh god, that would have been a bad idea.
You gotta have another cup.
Hindsight.
Is Jordan above me? Because I'm up.
You're kind of lighting his. Oh no, his elbows.
Oh, look at that!
Whoa, that
Here's
actually,
your letter, Jordan. Take it.
that's pretty good.
Jordan, at some point, I'm gonna Photoshop you into something since you're always like laying sideways.
Always. Him and Alex are always.
Naked man.
Is that
Naked man.
I have a broken futon, so I can't sound it like straight up like for the longest time.
You gotta get some throw pillows on there.
Jim, I feel like
I
feel like every time I see Alex, I see his blinds.
Have you had
this
this
blinds? Oh,
Truly no.
That's a Truly 40. Is that the 32 ounces?
This is just your regular old 12 ounce.
Oh, so your hands are small. What's up? That can look huge. Sorry about that.
Don't look at Adam's hands.
I drank all the beer and I didn't go out. So
This is actually a small cup too. So I have really tiny hands too.
So I'm watching the Angels and the Blue Jays.
Oh, there it is.
now.
Okay, I never mind. I see it. It was just.
I can't help but notice that. I noticed this during the White Sox game. Oh, what a play! But during the White Sox Angels series, Joe Madden's mask is like the ultimate hipster mask because he doesn't have the air loops go behind his ear.
Oh,
He clips them to the side of his hat.
He wears it like a fucking Batman mask.
Wait, his what loops?
Like how you have the things to put behind your ear to secure the mask.
The loops.
Yeah,
loops.
The loops.
Yeah.
I thought he said
put-
hair.
angry.
He puts them on the side of his hat with like paper clips
He
or
would.
binder clips or something.
Such an asshole.
He's so hipster though. He's so hipster. Hey, Jank, there's Sean. Sean's in the chat.
Nice.
We'll leave him in the chat, Sean.
What do you see?
Do you guys not see this on the right?
You got to
No?
click
No,
on
I see it now.
comments.
No, I see it.
Yeah, it's there.
That's
Sean's-
where the
Sean's back.
magic happens. That's the magic happens. Like, look at you guys all missed out on Mailman Jack trying to get how old I am. I'm a Reggie Jackson, Hank Aaron, Anthony Rizzo number, and somebody
Alex,
who
you're
has
not
COVID
the
in the
only
background.
viewer. Sean's here. Mailman Jack's here.
And now I just
I'm
really want
here.
to pizza puff.
Jordan's here.
There's Alex. He has a link to be on the video. He could
I thought he was
fill in
going to
this.
join.
He could join us He could join this Brady bunch. We're missing. We have two. We need another
Yes.
lovely lady.
Alex
And
was at the game, right?
Of bringing
He
up.
was.
We need two
Yeah.
more of the three
Who's,
girls of her own.
I want to
Who's
hear
actually
Alex's
getting a-
recap of the game stadium.
It's true.
Well, I
That,
think
that
he
would be
was
actually really
actually
good. Like,
We can
seriously, that would be nice to
something at
hear.
the game. I
We
think
gotta
he was
save a square
investigating-
for Pete though. Whenever Hand gets on, Hand gets like whatever that square is in the bottom right.
Well, you can put somebody in the waiting room, can't you?
Oh yeah, I'm like the VIP. I'm like over here. Like it's like again, like I said,
The
Studio
bouncer?
51 or Area 54
Um,
or both.
Carrie, tell us some more about your new podcast coming out.
Yeah, what's going on? What are we doing, Carrie? I don't know why that sounded like a dick. Sorry.
Me and Luke are gonna start something up here pretty soon. It's in
Yeah.
the works.
What's it about?
It's gonna be about
You and who?
Luke Taylor.
Nerd.
You know,
Who's Luke?
So,
nobody knows who. Yeah,
So
some
is-
dude.
is this a friend that you've known since you were kids? Like, where did you meet this guy? Like,
Lazarus?
Oh.
You type in.
Lazarus.
and where would we find his work?
You can find him on. I'm not gonna go there, but he's on Twitter.com.
Grinder.
Yeah, that's literally what I was gonna say. You can find him on Grinder.
And ER, not ER.
Oh yeah, and then just to let you know, we are gonna be starting it up. We're actually gonna be recording tomorrow, me and Luke, and then Alex is gonna be actually hopping on some episodes too, probably to fact check me and Luke on everything we've said. The
So
past
Alex
year.
is going to join? No, he'll be.
What's it called?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
It's
what are we?
called-
What is this endeavor called? The title.
Luke, go ahead.
Club.
It's so it's called the Lot B comments section.
Ooh.
So basically, it's this stream right now, and it's like dedicated to White Sox fans. White Sox Twitter is essentially what it is. So, like talking White Sox, but also talking about all the Sox fans on Twitter that we all interact with. All
So it's
the
like
time.
TMZ, but for Sox Twitter.
Kinda.
Yeah, kinda. I mean,
I'm excited.
Most
Is
of
it
the
like,
Sox
almost
fans-
like? Is it like joining like a private DM of Sox fans that like to talk trash and mess with each other a lot?
Will there be pools?
Is that how you would describe it? Like, except in video
Will-
and audio format.
What's the summary?
Yeah. So, I mean, basically just a lot of Sox talk though. Like mainly
Mailman.
half the
Hey,
other.
Jack, I'm looking forward to sleeping in your bed tonight too. I can't wait to see you there. I'll be there in 5. Let's snuggle.
Yeah, tomorrow's Friday night pizza night. That means homemade pizza.
Guaranteed
Mailman
cases
Jack.
is wearing the ones.
I want to go. I want to go to Jack's house every Friday night. Every Friday night.
Samesies. It looks so
Jeez,
good.
Pete, my goodness gracious.
The main idea is talking just White Sox stuff, but also like all of these podcasts that everybody watches live and all the hilarious comments from the comment section. It was kind of the idea behind it, where like we want all those people from the comment section like to rotate through and like come on and be like a guest, like different guests each week to like, hey, you're hilarious. We like what you say. Let's hear from you. Talk about the White Sox. Talk about your life. There's just a little bit of everything.
I think it really would go over well too if you allowed Kerry to showcase his roommate's building of Mecha Godzilla in the background. As we've been here, I think he just built Mecha Godzilla.
I watched that movie. I was waiting to see Kong's dong, but I never saw it.
It wasn't so bad though. Like I didn't hate it. Like I actually
No,
liked
it's
it.
fun. It is what it
I
is.
saw it in Dolby, which is the Dolby Cinema is better than IMAX to me. Like it's
Yeah.
fucking fantastic. And that I couldn't see it in Mexico; they wouldn't let me. So fine. And I saw it there. I actually like it. Like I have an appreciation for it. I mean, it made $60 million in a post-pandemic era last weekend. That's pretty good. That saved Hollywood, I think. You did that, and you released it live on HBO at the same time, and people still
at first
paid.
I thought I was watching 1,000-Pound Sisters, but it was just Godzilla count. So.
And, the first scene though, like when he's scratching his ass, I'm like, I can just empathize with that right there. Like waking up like, wait, I'm stuck in a construct. God dang it! Let's just throw shit.
Now, who would you rather be, Kong or Godzilla?
Oh, Kong all day.
Yeah,
Kong's
Kong.
amazing.
You don't wanna be a
He was
lizard?
Gandalf. He got to be like 8 different like epic roles. He was Gandalf for a second. He was Thor. He had an axe, like that had power. Like, I mean, if you're really looking at it, like, what a diverse performance from a gorilla.
Very true.
He was all of our like archetypal heroes, all rolled into one. Monkey.
I think I'm gonna hop off for a little bit though, boys, and I'll be back on soon.
No, you won't.
If you guys will be on, if you
You're
guys will
going
be
to
on, I'll
eat
probably
pizza,
like a
Gary?
half hour.
Was
What?
it the gorilla talk?
Why am I doing this? Like I don't have earphones in.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, like
What was that?
What?
Some
What?
buffalo chicken pizza.
What? Yeah, I'm gonna go make some.
God dang.
I'd
Smoke
rather
you,
eat
Keith.
my own shit. No, yeah, I almost did.
Hey, Carrie.
Yes.
You still owe me a podcast appearance, remember?
You're right. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, hey, when we invite El Cheesy Beef on, I guess you'll just be able to go on.
Yeah, Jordan's
there it is again.
Jordan's on the
There
list.
it is.
Jordan will be part of the road.
Heat now.
Hey,
Jim's got
I am
feet
I am
fired up.
I am an OG. I'm a Sockside P fan.
Kung fu
okay?
going on there, Jim.
I'm an OG.
I saw that.
So,
I know you are.
Jim just got like Bruce Lee, like
Either that or it's his own foot, and he's super flexible.
I've been rocking with Carrie. I've been rocking with
Jim. You've been doing.
Like, could you
Pilates?
imagine Jim at his size, like, and then he shows his
I'll be
feet, and
back
they're like
on.
that size feet? You'd be like, what? You skip leg day a lot, like a lot. You skip foot day too.
Jordan, you've been rocking the Carrie podcast before you were even Al's Cheesy Beef. That's pretty good.
I remember the first episode came out New Year's Eve of 2019. Sockside P podcast. I was on it from the beginning. So I'm one of Carrie's. I'm one of Carrie's OGs.
There you go. Then you'll, as Carrie's co-host, you'll be on the show.
And I met him officially at Stockfest. I'm like, you owe me. And I told him, have me on your podcast. And then I've been waiting for over a year since. So,
Well, yeah, it'll happen.
His last episode was when Mikado got signed.
Yeah, so it'll happen because the reboot will be bigger and better than ever, hopefully, or it'll just be another show. But everybody will be on. The goal is to have like all these White Sox Twitter commenters to come through with different guests each episode. I wouldn't say each week, each episode. We'll see where it goes.
Now, besides me and Jimmy, who I know only certainly or in different time codes, are you guys anybody in the Central Time Zone gonna meet with Zoe at the
Saturday?
Is that Saturday? Are you gonna be there
at Cork and Carry?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I'm making sure that I meet up with Zoe. I don't
Will you
know.
make
if
sure
knows
that
it.
can you deliver a nut shot for me though? Like just like a friendly Peter tap. Like
I will do that.
Not creepy, but like a say that's from Fids. He said,
I wonder if I can get my buddies to take us to Cork and Carry on Saturday.
"Oh my god!" And bachelor party too. Like, oh my goodness.
I wonder if I can ask my buddies if they want to take me down there. Just to hang out with you guys.
That's how you bachelor party.
Like tickets.
Jim, you're muted though. All I hear is I feel like
we
Jim's
can
just-
basically like go down there to hang out with you guys, watch the game, and we'll go do our own thing. But that could work. But
I just want somebody to Peter slap Zoe for me, just because I can't do it from this distance, and I haven't been able to for 3 years, and somebody needs to do it for me because I will do it in June.
Mailman
Just
Jack
get it
will
done
do
early.
Mailman Jack will do it. He said him and Hank will.
What time are you guys getting down to Cork and Carry?
11 o'clock.
AM, PM.
AM. Well, that's when the Sox in the Basement podcast is recorded live from Cork and Carry at 11 a.m.
So this is like the like what you guys did after Sox Fest. kind of like that party, sort of the name tag thing.
Yeah, well, that was the 108 guys. This is Sox, the different Sox.
Yeah,
podcast.
I don't know. It's all the way down the south, so it might be tough though. But we'll see.
All the way down at the
All
south
the way
side.
down on the south side.
I gotta slum it.
I didn't mean it as a bad thing. I just think it's way the other direction where we planned on being probably.
You going to Wrigleyville?
I don't know. It's some rooftop bar. I have no idea what it's called. But it's not I'm not really planning it. So
When I hear rooftop, that's
As
what I
it should
think.
be.
But there's a lot of parties you can have on a rooftop that's not around Wrigley. You could be in Wicker Park on a roof. It's possible, but probably not.
My vaccine's the 19th, so I'm holding off. I want to go so bad. I was offered a couple times, but
That's good though. Like
First
if I
dose.
wasn't vaccinated, I'd have been sitting my ass again. I wouldn't have gone on my spring
Yeah,
break trip.
I just looked at it like I've gone over a year of staying at home. Like I can have a little bit more patience because I could have gone today.
I also like when we planned our trip, we have a kind of a friend that kind of has some pretty good information, and we knew that they were going to drop that CDC thing on the Friday for the travel stuff. I would have had to put a sub in for the week I got back, like this week right now for teaching if I wasn't vaccinated. But he told us, he's like, hey, we're dropping it the Friday at the end of the traditional spring break, blah blah blah. So we're like, okay. So and then I'm sitting there on the fucking hammock. Boop. Hey, you can if you're double vaccinated, you can come on back. I got tested yesterday, Monday, I think. So it's been whatever since Monday. I got retested again, and they're like, nope, good. But again, that was like the travel thing was. It's tough. Like once you get vaccinated, it makes everything much. I mean, again, I don't know about the passports or whatever, but I just know that if you're getting vaccinated, you can enjoy yourself a little bit more because you can. It doesn't make the masks feel like so terrible. Like you're like, okay, I'm doing this, but it's.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about it protecting me more as I'm just making everyone else feel better.
Yeah, it's doing your thing.
Yep. And it's good. It's okay to make people feel better. Like I'm a big libertarian and none of this shit like freaks me out. Like
My
I
wife's
don't feel like it falls into my libertarian like ideals. Like I think this is different. Like I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but
my wife's a respiratory therapist, so like she's been dealing with this stuff, so I get the firsthand account from her, you know.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah.
Especially early on, like before like treatment was like really
It was crazy. She would walk in the door and I would just hand her an old fashioned and she would grab it and go right upstairs and go right to the shower, you know, because like she just felt like COVID was all. She still does it. Feels like it's all over her. But it was way worse before she was vaccinated, you know.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the stuff would be go into somebody's room that they didn't think had it, and then come to find out later they did. You know, so it's just those kind of surprises, you know. But coming down the home stretch.
Yep.
Yes,
Did you get vaccinated? Are you good? Have you yet gone there? Because I know in Illinois is what is Illinois at right now? Is it everybody 16 or older?
I'm getting vaccinated in Indiana because
you're pushing over because it's easier.
Well, one of the things that I heard was Indiana had trouble with like the rollout, and especially like schedule appointments and whatnot. So they ended up and they had a bunch of people coming across the border. So they just said, we're going to vaccinate everybody. Illinois, like I'd have to drive all the way down to Springfield to go get it because they haven't moved forward past like 1B yet. So I'm not eligible.
But Indiana's like just because again, it has
even though like
again,
I'm a real estate agent, like I'm coming into contact with strangers all the time. I'm going into houses with strangers all the time, you know, like
it's like my best friend.
We were considered essential workers when this all shut down. So like we were excluded from. I should have just said I was teaching still.
You get it immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have. When I got mine, I was actually. I mean, they had it open. I registered, and then after I registered, they shut it down for all teachers. So I was already registered, and I didn't know this, and I just went, and I'm like, "Is this okay?" They're like, "Yeah, you're fine."
Yeah, they just want to put shots in arms once you get there. I feel like
that's the whole point. Like, because it does have like a timestamp. There's a timestamp on there. You got to get it done. That's why Indiana's like, please, like they're like, it's the same stuff you're getting here. It's not like it. It's not like there's like
how long have we been for the vaccinations right now? We're like 2 months in. Like I feel like the people who are going to get them that were in those first two groups have already
They've had a chance. They've had a chance to get them. Like
right
at this point, yeah. If you're not and you've been in the groups that have been noticed or like given the time to get it, that's choice.
Yeah, and by us getting them, we're helping those people in those groups that haven't gotten them anyway. So
right.
It really wasn't. I mean, the second one was sucked. The second one was like, the most painful part was making a joke about it on Twitter. That was actually the most painful part.
Your 5G, but people are making that same joke all the time now. Nothing's happening. So you were. I
was just above. I was ahead of my time.
Yeah, you were the original explorer. There.
I was the Lenny Bruce of White Sox vaccination jokes or Twitter vaccination jokes.
And it led to a great video, and we're good.
It's true. It was really bored.
You crawled so we could walk.
That's right.
That's how it goes, right? That's how the phrase goes. I think that's how it goes.
We crawled so Jim could go with no profile pic. He's been getting kicked in the face a few times. Do you see that? He got a few like.
Jim got kicked in the face
a few times. It was like watching a Bruce Lee movie, but like mini Bruce Lee's foot and then Jim's face. It was cool. He's probably hurt. Or he's getting another beer.
Probably all of the above.
Yep, pretty much.
He's looking
working out.
So is there a 108 tonight or not? Nah, is this not? What do they do?
No, there's not a 108 tonight.
When do they do? So now what is the season? I need to know this. What is their season pattern? Like now, do they have a regular night? Do they have a regular show?
I do know that every Sunday home game before the game, they do the Sunday soak. Where they answer the questions from the hot tub.
But now, like the consistent Thursday night 8:30 is not really happening, is it?
I think they said they're taking a 2-week hiatus. So last week and this week.
Okay.
So next week they should be.
Because last week was opening day.
Yeah.
This is
next week.
home.
Next week they could do it because Thursday's a day game, so they could do the night game recap and stuff.
So it's basically on Thursday nights you'll know if there's like a day game. They'll go.
I would think so.
Or an away game.
Or an away game.
I don't know.
It's true because they're not going to be at the ballpark.
I don't envision them trying to do a live show while the game is going on.
Be kind of fun though.
It's risky, stupid. Oh wait, that was a. Never mind.
What?
Who? Huh?
Who?
Right? No.
What?
What? Down 4? God.
Wait,
dang.
what?
There goes
Who?
the Chicago sweep.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, dog.
Did you guys see the at Recovering Professors tweet earlier today about Yermín Mercedes Hickey?
Nope.
That's perfect for your show, buddy.
It actually
You're
that actually is kind of that would go along the lines of the Lot B comment section theme for that would be perfect.
Did that not look like a hickey?
I didn't see it, so I can't comment on it.
No. I mean, it is a solid discoloration right here. I mean,
a lot during last year, he was showing on his Instagram of his girlfriend a lot, like during the pandemic and like during the off time. He was showing like it could be the same girl. I'm not sure.
Could that be where he's injecting his powers?
I think like when he was in Schaumburg, I think he was living with her. So
is he
was living with her?
There was a scouting report that Dan Bernstein tweeted out the other day that was just absolutely perfect describing him. But like that guy has like over 2,500 or 3,000 at bats. He's a professional hitter.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
is that the one where I talk about how he settled down at 2 strikes and
yeah, well, it was comical too. I think it was a Fangraphs scouting report from like 2 or 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But it was basically like, you know, it wasn't this word, but it was just like he has no position whatsoever, but he can hit. Like that's if he can find a DH spot, that kind of thing.
That was the third longest home run ever at Sox Park.
Saw that.
I did not know that.
Orchard and who else?
I would think Eloy would be number 2, Eloy or Tommy.
No, I saw earlier. Hold on.
Is Borchard
no, it was somebody. It was an opposing hitter, right?
It was Frank Thomas.
What was Frank Thomas?
Oh, what a weird pick.
495.
Jesus.
So Borchard, Thomas, Mercedes. What was Eloy and Tomi's home run to straightaway center? What was the distance on those two?
I think one was like 474 or something like that.
That number sounds right.
Okay. Wow.
That was the one. But then Robert hit one like 484 in the playoff game, though. The one off of Fires.
Yeah.
It was like right under. It was right. It was like this.
Yeah, but that was an
I think it was 487. It was the second. So Robert hit it 487. I think it was.
Yeah, that was so to hit that in that park.
That ball went to that deck where they have all the windows. That he basically hit it up there.
Yeah, but so like when Yermin Mercedes hits a home run to that Modelo beer stand, like what happens to the beer? Like what you try to order a beer, and then he hits that home run, and like here comes the ball into the beer stand.
A gift where he's spilling the champagne over himself.
It's like,
Nobody's going anywhere, by the way.